much to say. Now's the fucking time.
Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. It's time to celebrate the moment. I feel it in my soul. It's written in my bones so deeply. I wanna lose control. So turn it up a little more and laugh along with me. The show is about to begin. Series 103. Yeah, so get ready. Yeah, I'm so ready. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Sing it like, hey, are you ready? Jim and Sam are here. Feel it like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. So if you feel it like I do, you gotta sing it with me too. Like, hey, everybody, Jim and Sam are here. Yuck.
You know why I'm in a good mood today?
I do not.
Because I'm always panicky about my glasses.
Why? They look amazing.
I had 2 pairs. I broke one of my bunny eyes.
Oh, so that's right, because you took them off the way. Designer of the bunny eyes, creator of the bunny eyes, Jenny Hutt, told you not to.
Specifically told me not to.
And
I
you did it exactly that way within 24 hours.
Well, you're not thinking. You know, when you have, you just pull them off. So I only had 1 pair, and I was like, I'm going to fucking break them. I got 3 new ones yesterday she sent me. So I have 4 pairs of bunny eyes.
So when you're in a not a great mood, it's because the root of that is because you're worried about your bunny eyes glasses.
I'm worried about breaking them.
Right.
But now that I have 4 pairs, I feel free as a bird.
I see. Okay. And are you going to take all 4 with you everywhere, or are you going to leave a certain
I'm going
amount?
to leave them in different places. Like I'm going to wind up having 1 here.
Yeah.
I'll have
Smart.
1 in my luggage.
Smart.
1 at home.
Yep.
And then 1 in another place in my home.
So you don't want to be without them at any moment in your life.
I wear these more than I wear my I bought glasses for like $1,000. I wear these bunny eyes.
Would they, I mean,
It's like $50, $40, whatever they are.
The glasses stores see you coming. Like they get you. There's no way anybody needs to buy. I think I've told the story about the pretty girls that worked at the glasses store when I didn't even really need glasses. I really just, they suggested maybe I get glasses for when it's dark and it's raining and you're driving. And I didn't,
Did you buy them?
Yeah, because in my head, I got all wrapped up with what the doctor was saying, and in my head, I wasn't able in the moment to say everybody has trouble seeing in the dark when it's raining and they're driving.
Absolutely, yes.
That's when it's difficult to see. And then, of course, the glasses store is connected to the glasses doctor's office, so he's got his hot chicks, these young things, working as the receptionist that they help you pick out your frames. And so, of course, they're there to help me, and I'm going, like, looking at some, $200 frames.
Sure.
And they're like, oh, okay. And I find these one set of frames, and these 2 really good-looking girls are going, those are great, wow. Oh, those fit your face so well. I'm going, yeah? They're going, yeah, oh, yeah, those look perfect on you. Oh, my gosh.
So you're thinking, I don't look like a dork at all in these.
Right. I'm going like, oh, if anything, this is what I've needed to be physically attractive.
This is what my face was missing.
This is what I was missing. I didn't have a beard at the time, so I didn't have enough covering up my face. These glasses are the perfect compliment. I was like, I'll take them. They're like, okay, that's $675. I was like, oh, yeah.
You have to act casual.
Okay, of course, $675. I've probably worn them 3 times in my life.
I wound up getting them.
I got hustled, Jim.
And I understand that. I've had it happen.
I was a mark.
I've had it happen when I was apartment shopping. God, your dick looks big in this apartment.
Oh, yeah? Really?
So I paid, most of mine was because they're trifocals. It was the fucking lenses. But I don't like the trifocal. Excuse me, I hate them.
Trifocals are when, depending on what direction you're looking in,
looking down,
nearsighted, farsighted.
There's 2 distance.
Yeah.
There's the reading, and then there's the one where I'm looking at you, and then there's the one where I'm looking at the computer screen. It's like a mid-level distance now for computer screen. It sucks. I made me want to vomit every time I put them on.
Yeah, it seems so complicated. You have to know what direction to look in for whatever you're doing.
There's no way your eyes adjust to that.
No, it seems like you just need 3 pairs of glasses, really.
Can we look up Hunter Biden's wife? I want to see what she looks like.
Ex-wife.
No, the new one.
The new wife.
Yeah. This guy's my fucking hero.
He likes to, so is Wild Oats.
He literally.
You know what I mean? He's not tapped out on life.
No, and his brother died. Bo died. So Hunter marries Bo's wife. I guess in grief, weird shit happened. They said after 9/11, some of the firemen that were taking care of like the widows and stuff like that wound up marrying widows of other firefighters. It was just
They didn't get married.
What's that?
Hunter didn't marry Bo's.
Oh, well, he just got.
They were together.
I thought they were
just
married.
No, they were just dating.
Oh, dating. Okay,
Yeah.
but I mean that sometimes grief will bond you over weird
Because
things.
the one person that's there for you, the one person that
Yeah.
understands what you're going through, you confuse that with love. And then once you're out of that grief stage, you realize that that thing that you had in common is gone.
It's
and as you
gone.
move on with your lives, you go, oh, we're different
yeah,
people entirely.
This was
It's-
something else.
Yeah, totally.
So he meets this South African girl in L.A. and
so it-
she's gorgeous.
It was already kind of, off-putting that pretty quickly after his brother died, he ended up with his brother's widow.
And he left his wife, I guess. Did he have a wife
Yes.
that he left? Yeah.
Yeah, he left his wife for his brother's widow. Now, obviously on paper that's salacious, but we all understand that grief does very, very
Yeah.
weird things to people.
Plus, she's good looking.
Yeah.
Let's be honest. That's what it comes down to. And then that he leaves her, I guess.
He's a
and
handsome guy, this Hunter
he-
Biden.
He's good looking, and he meets a woman, a South African girl. He marries her 10 days after they met. They got married. 10. I thought I was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm insane. Although she is stunning. I don't blame him. But it's
Would
like,
you marry her after 10 days, do you think?
wouldn't take that long. 4 days in, I would have proposed.
Hunter Biden, maybe, when the death of somebody so close to you like your brother can do odd things. Maybe it changed him. Maybe he decided that life is just not worth waiting for. You never know when you're going to go out. So he decides to get a divorce. Lickety split. He decides to hook up with his brother's widow. Lickety split. He decides to leave her, marry this hot chick. Lickety split.
She's very cute. How old is she?
12.
I believe she's a little younger than
she's 12 years
him.
old.
She is really delightfully cute.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, I think it's interesting. I think it's
South
gossipy,
Africa.
but I'm not mad at it. Go do your thing, man.
No, it makes me love this guy.
Yeah, I like it when people just kind of throw their better thought out the window and just start doing shit. I like when people operate from the top of their mind. I don't do it, but when people just operate on that instinct feeling, even though that you have certain feelings that go away over time, right? Like, that first hit of adrenaline when you're in a new relationship, all this stuff goes away. And usually you learn from that and go, okay, let me not react.
The dopamine high goes away.
The dopamine
and that's what
high.
it is. It's like
Yes.
it's like a fucking hormone dump in your brain.
Right. Let me be aware that I'm in this honeymoon phase that you're always in, that you've been in before. But some dudes, no matter how old they get, they just operate off that dopamine high.
Well, yeah, because it's hard to, like, once things settle in, and
Yeah.
I've dealt with this stuff in therapy, like when you settle in, like all of a sudden I notice stuff, I'm like, what the fuck? And my therapist would always say, like, yeah, but that's normal.
Yes.
Like when the high is over, or when you kind of settle in, now you're like, you notice things, and that's what everyone has to deal with. You don't have sex as much, you notice all this shit, and that was always what prevented me from getting married. Was the fact that high will dip, and then what?
Yeah, exactly.
If
Right?
Exactly.
If you're with a good person,
I understand.
Oh,
well,
hell
yeah,
yeah.
of course he does. But he's got his own issues.
I'm in therapy.
If you're with long term, it's a much better, much more consistent feeling if you find a person that you can actually
Probably
spend some time with and not react. But that initial blast
you come better that way.
of dopamine. I mean, I wasn't thinking about the physical ejaculation.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I'm not denying. I'm not going to say you're wrong. It wasn't my first thought.
Sure, but you do come better than the dopamine is going through you.
It feels better.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
It's wonderful.
It does feel better. It feels good either way. But that one, yeah,
And that's not necessarily true that the long term of being with the same person is better than not being with somebody for long term.
if you're with the right person, I said.
I don't know if that's necessarily true.
Well, you haven't been
I-
with the right person.
But how do you know that that's the truth? Because you've been with the same person, and that's good for you.
Right, because I've also experienced the dopamine high, and I know the difference.
But maybe for some people, just getting married is just not. It's not the fun, good thing for them to do.
Getting married is not for everyone because some people.
No,
wanna
yeah, I
date
didn't say. Yeah, I didn't say it was. I'm just talking about different versions of satisfaction.
You could always date long term, even if you're not married. You
Right.
can still be with
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
person for 25 years.
Or you just trade them in.
You can.
You know what I mean? Like you look at Bill Maher. I mean, he's just living the life.
Yeah, Bill Maher's different than when you're a guy who's that famous and that like you go into the Playboy Mansion. Like Bill Maher had the cream of the crop women, smart, fucking hot, whenever he wanted.
And Bill Maher's probably really difficult.
Yeah.
Like Bill, to be around, you know what I mean? Bill
Yeah.
Maher strikes me as the type of guy who just likes that he's set up a life where he's there to be listened to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's set up what he likes and that's that.
Yeah, look at Leonardo DiCaprio. He keeps trading his girls for new girls.
That's a good point. But again, guys that are on the fucking top of the heap,
Yeah, these are like
that are going to do nothing but date 24-year-old girls until they're 106. That's a different level to choose from.
the leader of the pussy posse, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, basically, all it really comes down is you just need money. If you have money, you can. Girls it doesn't matter.
It
They
does
don't care.
help. It does.
Money helps.
And they just want to go on vacations. So if you can take hot girls on vacations, you're fine.
Yeah, Dice had a bit years ago where he was talking about they fuck for a plane ride. It's very funny, but it's true. If you go away with somebody, if you take them, if you know her kind of well and she's not sure, and then let's go away for the weekend. That will a lot of times, like, oh yeah, this guy's got it going on. He's kind of committed.
But we've all been there with what Hunter Biden is doing right now.
Oh, that infatuation.
Where you go with that infatuation
Yes.
and you go, okay, well, if I marry this girl right now, this feeling that I have right now, this would be forever. Right? I'm sure, and you want to believe that and you want to convince yourself, but it's just like, it's going to make things so complicated later.
How old is she? He's 49.
Born in 82.
So she's 36.
Oh, she looks a lot younger.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, she looks amazing. She looks like the type of person, she's probably super interesting. You know what I mean? She's got her South African accent.
Yeah.
She looks like the type of person that you would get infatuated with and want to marry after 10 days.
Like almost like Mel Gibson's girlfriend in Lethal Weapon 2. That fucking gorgeous Danish girl.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I
Yeah.
had such a crush on her for years.
Right.
I forget her name, but she was so fucking beautiful.
But seeing her in that movie was enough to be like, you know what? I want to make an honest woman out of this one. And you're like, I don't even know her.
That's her up there, top of the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that picture, she was the Dutch girl. She was so cute.
Because she's gorgeous, but she also seems like just looking at her, she seems like she's put together. She seems like she's smart, and it's all just based on this initial physical. Your brain goes like, "Yep, there she is."
But then you get too close and you kiss, and you're like, I don't like the way she kisses, or ugh, her hands are bony,
Right.
Or something else. There's always something.
She's a cunt.
Or
Yeah, you could cut to the chase. Could be that too.
yeah, you get married after 10 days, but then a month in,
Oh my god.
there's that one little thing. That one little thing, and you go. I mean, I've been in relationships where it's infatuation. It's literally 100%. Good, excellent,
Yeah.
fun. This is incredible, and it'll last forever. And then you wake up one morning and you go, I don't want to be in this relationship
Yeah, I
anymore.
hate them.
I don't ever want to see that person again. And you go, and sometimes you don't even know what happened. Like, it's not something, you just wake up and you look at your phone and they're calling and you're like, I never want to talk to you again. And you go, what happened? It just wore off.
You sober up.
Yeah.
The drug goes away, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, I've had that too. You're just like, ugh.
And then you realize that everybody that was around you that was like, she's kind of nuts. Like, I don't know if this is good. And you're going, the fuck are you guys talking about? What are you, jealous? You wake up one morning and you're like, oh, they were all
right.
They were all right. Now, it's still fun when it was happening, but you go, oh, huh. Well, that was that. And then you, as Troy said, you got to trade him in.
I almost, at one point, not too long ago, I almost told someone I loved them. That it was like a temporary thing.
Right. And you're smart enough and you've been through it enough times that you know it's temporary.
You're like, Dad, don't say that yet.
But in the moment, you're just so wrapped up
Yeah.
in your feelings that you're like, no, I'm feeling this.
I didn't do it, and I'm like so glad.
Right. Right. Because now you're looking back on it going like, I don't even like them.
No.
Like, love them, I don't even want to see him
The
again.
fuck do I? I'm so glad I didn't say that. The heartfelt moment where you're holding their dumb chin.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking
Holding
glad.
him by the chin.
Yeah, I love you.
I love you. And now you're looking back and you're like, do you wonder what they're doing right now?
I don't even wonder if they're still alive. No, I don't.
Yeah. I feel like maybe that wasn't love.
So this thing after 10 days, look, I'm sure she's great, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
10 fucking days and you're married. I mean, I guess that shit does work sometimes. I just think it's insane.
Yeah, you do meet the outliers that after 10 days, they do end up, together and they stay together. But at the same, you would think, and maybe, this girl from South Africa is just along for the ride and is like, okay, I'm infatuated too, and let's just see what happens here. But you would think a woman would go, look, this is a guy that's experienced quite a bit of trauma. This is a guy whose life is totally done a 180 that he never would have expected at this stage in his life. He's sitting here and his brother's gone. His dad at, 90, 100 years old is going to run for president and he's getting insulted by Donald Trump every day. He, all of a sudden is in a relationship with his brother's widow, which I'm sure he never would have expected. His whole life is different. And now he meets me and he wants to get married 10 days in. Maybe I need to give this guy a little bit of space.
I don't blame her, though.
No, I don't either.
She's possibly marrying the president's son or the old vice president. I mean, it's a win for her.
There's no bad part about this.
And by the way, there's no way they can have a prenup that's completely ironclad because you don't want to get those signed. You don't want to meet someone and get that signed within 10 days. I mean, that's.
I mean, think about it.
Come on.
If you're in that state, if you're on that high and 10 days in, you're going to marry this woman, you think it's going to last forever. You're not going to have your senses together enough to get that prenup written up. You're just going to go for it.
Who knows? Maybe they're great together in bed and maybe she'll be great. Who the fuck knows? You never know. But that's just weird. You normally don't hear about these high profile things working after 10 days.
That's right. And we all know Troy Kwan, I've learned, his greatest fear in life is around at 36. Troy Kwan's greatest fear in life for a woman is, right around 10 years or less away. Yeah. Troy Kwan's greatest fear in life is a woman going through menopause. Yeah, that's literally. Is that right? Is that your greatest fear in life?
You don't want to deal with that?
Fuck no.
You literally don't want to. I mean, that's one of the things that's holding you back from long-term relationships, right?
It doesn't help it. I mean, the psychological damage where I don't even know what love is anymore, that also is holding me back a little bit.
Well, yeah, no. Sure, that's part of it.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how to have a monogamous real relationship with another human being.
Yeah, intimacy being a foreign concept to you, that also doesn't help.
Terrible. I can't do intimacy.
But menopause is also...
That scares the fuck out
Well,
of me.
she could yell at you and cry and scream, and you could just hold her and tell her it's okay that her head is not as hot as she thinks it is. Yeah, because they always go through those fucking shit hot flashes. Oh,
it sounds romantic.
Shut up about the fucking hot flashes.
Fucking hair is matted to the forehead. Yeah, that's hot.
Yeah.
And there's something, I don't know, psychological that just a woman can't. I don't want children.
Right.
But I think it's just something psychological that a woman can't give you that anymore.
You need to meet a post-menopausal woman.
No, I don't.
That's
No, I don't.
That's what you need. You need a good 55-year-old girlfriend, Troy.
I hooked up with a girl from Tinder who was going through menopause, and she lost her menopause patch in my bed, and it was...
Was that sexy?
No, fuck no.
I'd rather find a rat trap in my bed than a fucking menopause patch.
I just couldn't even... She was hot, but I just couldn't even ever talk to her again.
Because there's something about it when you know that they can still get knocked up. There's still something hot about fucking not wearing a bag.
It's biological.
Yeah, I know I could put cum in her and fucking completely own this.
There's still some youth left in her.
Right, so you're saying that after that's over, you're almost like, what are we even doing this for?
Yeah,
even though you don't want her to get pregnant.
No, I don't, but I know. She'll be like, go ahead, cum in me. It's like fucking throwing cum into an empty warehouse.
Right. It's like, yeah, you're sitting there going, this isn't risky. This isn't scary. This isn't dangerous.
For me, I like younger women because it makes me feel like younger. Somebody who's like fucking 25, the things they're going through in life, like I don't feel like, oh God, there's another person who's 50 and like I'm facing the end. I think that's part of it.
Yeah, well, you're we tease you on the show, but you're a pretty youthful person.
But the lifestyle you lead is it's childish in a way. Like this is work and you
like,
fucking
you don't need. You've got the way you live your life.
No.
You know what I mean? You're pretty, as much as we make fun of you, obviously you've been able to lead a pretty successful life. You've figured out how to do it in your terms.
Yeah.
So the last thing you need is some older person coming in your life and saying, you got to grow up. Maybe we get rid of some of these photos.
Right.
Maybe we get the sleep schedule on track a little bit. Maybe. And you're
Well,
sitting
any
there-
woman's going to want the photos gone. Anybody who fucks me is going to want half those photos off the wall. I get it. The kiss poster is not going to make it.
Well, what's the compromise here? Because that's what I'm not in a separate boat than you. This is why I stayed with Jess, because like from the beginning of
Yeah.
dating, I go the wrestling thing. No matter what phase you meet me in my life, the wrestling thing, number one, is not going away, and number two is only going to get stronger as this thing goes.
Yeah,
I'm not going to grow out of it.
I think it's a winnable battle.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm when you walk into my apartment, it's just all that me and Black Sabbath. Like, I get any woman's not going to want to see that every day. Maybe some of them, but not all of them.
Just
all
you,
right.
you figure out which are the important
If
ones.
it's your place, fuck them. You
Well,
do what you
yeah,
want.
That's, you
I
gotta,
mean, but
a
you're
little
right.
bit of compromise is okay.
No, fuck that. They're moving. Are they paying for it?
No, but if it's somebody that's actually there all the time or I'm living with, I'm saying. If I'm at that point where I'm living with them,
Right.
maybe a picture of me and her. You know?
It'd be okay.
Yeah.
You don't be so angry and hostile. all
Don't
the
take
time.
down the Aussie posters, Jim.
I'm not taking them. No, but would I replace? Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm fucking 50 years old. I'm not that.
And in theory, you might want to. You might.
I doubt that.
You might want to put a picture up of you and
Me
your,
and
your
yeah,
person.
yeah. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but you
Your
see
lady.
the point I'm
If
saying.
there was, that's what I'm saying. If you ended up in a space where you were voluntarily sharing your living space with somebody, you might be okay with a picture of the two of you on the wall somewhere.
Yeah, but that's
You're not gonna be able to do it, Jim.
you might be right.
There's no way you lived alone for how long?
Well, I mean, no, don't forget, I lived with my family until I was 30, and I had roommates. I was with Florentine and two of his girlfriends till I was about 33. So I would say 17 years on my own.
So you're setting your ways, man.
I am.
Yeah, but you have to just meet somebody that, if you want to,
Yeah.
you would have to just meet somebody that kind of understands your ways and compliments them.
When you get to it, come at a point now where I think I think about it a lot. Like, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Like, you see your friends getting married, and I know these guys well enough to know that it's like they're enjoying it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, there would be something to that. I've kind of, what else am I going to do? Like,
At some point, for some people, living in your own bubble is not the healthiest thing in the world.
yeah,
Jesus
they just
Christ.
start.
Now, you know what? I know exactly what Lawrence O'Donnell was going through at MSNBC.
Do you hear that?
Yeah. Do I hear that? Oh, probably not going through the mics, is it, Travis? Can you hear that
I'm
in your
gonna,
head?
I'm gonna listen to the off-air feed. Hang on.
Okay. You could hear it, though.
Of course I can.
Yeah. Travis is
I
listening.
hope they can hear it.
I know exactly what Lawrence O'Donnell was going through with his
Does
frustrations.
that bother you?
I feel like I've been in a bad mood all week, and it's probably because of this stuff. It's probably because I come in here, we're trying to have
You're
a
not
conversation.
sleeping. You're not sleeping properly.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, because of the baby.
Sure.
And then I get frustrated because there's goddamn construction going on around me as we're trying to do a radio show.
Yeah, you can hear it on the air.
Of course you can. What the hell are we doing?
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do because it's not our company.
Right.
Another-
I can't even sit here and like blame the incompetence because it's not
They don't
serious.
care. The fuck do they care? I wouldn't
It's
care.
downstairs.
With some other company.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're trying to do a radio show. So
Yeah.
do it.
Do it and go fuck yourself. What do we care? But yeah, I get it. It's a hard thing to think. How is your anything going on with you?
No.
Nah, it's just I'm in therapy, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. You can't be so mad. You got to lighten up a little bit. Loosen up a little.
Yeah, I just there's
You're coming in hot today.
there's I don't know.
You hear that?
Oh, of course I hear.
That's driving me crazy. I'm trying to stop myself from coming in hot, to tell you the truth. Now it's like a joke. It's almost like they've been listening to the show all week and listening to Mars going, "Don't worry, you can't hear it over the air," and going like, "Oh really? Oh really? How about this one? What if we go right into the vents?"
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad. So you're not with anyone.
No, I'm not with anybody.
Yeah.
I don't see myself with anybody anytime soon.
Well, do you still have trouble with the? Weren't you talking? No, nothing.
You talk, but
Sure.
it's just like it's just one of those things that's just like, oh, we're right back to where we were.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
You
sure
think about the future a lot too. You get. I think that you start to dread a little bit negative things that could happen.
Oh yeah, my therapist says I have anticipatory anxiety.
I think that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
I'll make up shit in my head.
Yeah.
And but see, the one of the biggest fears I have, and I'm in therapy for it, is it's just like, well, why am I going to fall in love with somebody? They're just going to fucking die.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things where it's like, well, you know, why invest all this time and effort and love into this when it's just going to end tragically? And it will. One of us is going to fucking
Somebody's
die.
going to be sad at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, the day-to-days, some days are going to be bad, some days are going to be great.
Well, that's why I don't get a pet, because it's going to eventually die. and I
Oh
don't
my
wanna deal with
God.
it.
You know what? It's not the dumbest thing in the world because you forget. You get these dogs and it's the greatest thing in the world. You got a companion. It's amazing. They're going to the vet and putting a dog to sleep.
Fuck it. How great is it?
You totally misread me.
Sorry.
I mean, it
No,
is.
you got a new fresh dog, a fun one.
Get rid of the old one.
Yeah.
Dude, taking a dog to the vet and putting it to sleep is one of the most horrible, tragic. I can't handle it. It's
yeah,
so
it's
sad.
expensive, right?
No, it's nothing to do with the I mean,
Oh.
look, I don't want to. The fact that you have to pay for it is a little.
It's crazy. Why don't you
it's
just
too
fucking
much.
tie it up in the driveway and then just back over its head? It's fast.
That's true. Take care of it like Chevy Chase in Vacation.
Yeah, just a
tie
quick-
it to the bumper and jump on the highway.
Yeah, but be quick. If you back over its head, it's fast.
No, yeah, you could do that.
Just paint like puppy, put like all this dog food in the back of the tire, so the fucking dog will start like smelling and licking the tire and he'll die thinking of good things.
Are you gonna get paint that smells like dog food?
Well, no, you just take dog food and you mush it on the back of the tire.
Oh, I see. Like actually use dog food as the paint.
Yeah, on all over the back of the tire.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, boy. And he'll be like, oh my God, this big round thing filled with
Squish.
done.
Yeah.
And it's coming right at me. Yum.
Right. Yeah. Okay. And then he dies happy.
Happy.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
But
Dog
it-
food mushed into his face.
It is horrible. It is
Yeah.
horrible at the end. It's very, very
You have
sad.
to shave its little forearm to put the needle in,
No, you don't.
don't they?
No. No, they know where to put it. Yeah, I mean it's horrible. It sucks.
Did you go do it?
I've done it yeah, two or three times, yeah.
With dogs that weren't even sick?
I mean eventually you just
Oh.
got it. Yeah. It's too much money. to buy dog food every single day. It's like, okay.
It's annoying, right?
It's
Yeah.
enough.
You got to take care of it.
Right. Yeah, it's enough. The day they go, this dog's 3 years old. It's in the prime of its life. There's no I go, yeah, its knees are weak. We gotta
And it's bigger than I like. I like a cute, smaller dog, and this one's just barking a lot. So it's just
I thought this was gonna be like a little bag dog. I thought this was gonna be a Kardashian dog. It's like 38 pounds. I'm not carrying this dog
I
around.
wouldn't. I don't blame you.
Right. So it
Perfectly
was
legit.
But it was sad is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So why even put yourself through that?
Because a lot of the moments that are not that last moment are great. And then they're sad, and then it's happy again. Like 50 Cent said, sunny days wouldn't be special if it weren't for rain.
Dolly Parton said that.
I think 50 Cent first.
Yeah, maybe. She's heavily influenced by him.
Heavily, lyrically, poetically.
I'm doing everything I can to avoid any kind of sadness in my life.
It's not going to work.
Yeah, you can't.
I'm doing pretty good.
Eventually, it's going to get miserable.
That's not necessarily true.
I mean, the end's going to suck.
The end of what?
Life.
Anything.
Life.
If you have money, you're fine.
How much money are you going to have?
No, because then you realize you're leaving all this money behind, all this fun, great experiences.
Yeah, lonely millionaires are not happy at the
I
end
don't
of their
care
lives.
about leaving money. That doesn't bother me.
No, I mean shit that you could have done. You're like, fuck, I can still afford to do this. God damn it.
So you sit there with all your money, and you're going, you know how much fun I could be having with all this money?
I could be
I'm going to
getting-
die. I can't even get up.
I could be getting blown in LA right now.
You think that's the misery of the dying billionaire?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I could still be having a great time.
Yeah. Either way, I told you massage therapy. I was in and out of a relationship at one point, and I got this massage from this woman.
Yeah.
She was really sexy, and she said to me, we were talking about it, and she goes, you know, she goes, the thing that, I think I've said this before, the thing to realize is with every relationship, you're going to get hurt. Every single one. Either you're going to die, she's going to die, or you're going to break up.
Yeah.
It's always going to end with someone getting hurt. So if you just accept that, it takes the pressure off. And I always remembered that, like, yeah, it does take the pressure off. Like, if that's what's going to happen. There's no way around it. Something is, she's going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt. We're both going to get hurt. Whatever it's going to suck. So just say, fuck it. And when that happens, you deal with it. Don't anticipate it. Just know it's there.
It's gonna
like being
happen.
dead. You're going to die. So why fucking stress every day that I'm going to die someday? You can't.
And except for death, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna move on.
Yeah.
Like either life will continue or it won't, and it'll be what it is.
It's like saying you don't want to go on vacation because fuck it, I'm going to have to fly home again. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but you still go and have a good vacation.
Right. You like weekends, even though Monday is gonna come.
Yeah, I don't think you guys understand the pain of what happened, what it feels like when something that you love is just severed and gone.
No,
Bro,
I've never dealt
I
with
put a
that.
dog to sleep. I get it. You know what I mean? Like I've had to. My dog has died before.
I mean, just
so I understand.
what that does to you psychologically.
I'm sure it fucking fucks you up.
I'm
Yeah.
completely fucked up.
Well, especially when you're doing yoga instead of therapy and going like, "Wow, I'm good
It
to
got
go."
me through it. No, I didn't say it got me. I'm good to go. I'm in therapy now because
Right.
I pushed it out. But in the meantime, the only way to get through it was by yoga.
Yoga.
Yeah, I mean that sucks. I mean, something sudden like that.
Of course,
a death that's really sudden. It's like ugh.
It's traumatic.
Yeah.
It's traumatic. But
Sorry to bring the mood down, guys.
No, not at all. I'm thinking like as a therapist, like I have.
Are you a therapist?
No, I'm saying as a therapist, what do you say to that?
Oh.
Like a therapist can't deny that that's true. Like
Yeah.
that fucking blows.
But they go to school for that.
You hear that?
Yeah, I noticed it. Yeah, there's
Oh, hold
drilling
on.
going on.
Here's what.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just didn't want to interrupt.
Let's go to Jay. You didn't want to interrupt the construction going on around us? Let's go to Jay in Cleveland. What's up, Jay?
Wait.
Oh, yeah, Jay, hang on a second. There's some drilling that we wanted to share with the audience. Okay, what's up, Jay?
I know this show is not about feelings because we're dudes, but Troy, I've gone through the same thing you went through. When I was 15, my dad died in my bed watching Thursday Night Football while I was getting him CPR. And it took me almost 25 years to get through this. And I missed out on a lot of stuff, but I'm married now with 4 beautiful children. And I know you're not a kids person, but you're a relationship person. And I'm happy knowing that I'm going to live the rest of my life with the woman that I love.
Yeah, see, Troy,
And-
he couldn't sleep with his dad anymore. Now he's sleeping with his wife. So.
Sir, that did. Let's backtrack just a second. We did have questions about that scenario.
I was in bed with my dad.
Now, you didn't mean it like that, of course.
We're awful people.
No, it's never thought
He's pouring his heart out. Literally, all
he
of us.
knows.
Thank
Literally,
you,
all
Jay.
of us in the room are going like, "You sleeping with your dad right now?"
Everyone knows that.
No, I feel you, Jay.
He's right.
Yeah.
It's a great story.
No, my grandmother didn't die in front of me, but she was in. I did have to put nitroglycerin under her tongue, which was awesome because I happened. No, I can't even say it.
What were you gonna say?
I was titty fucking her.
Well, it's good that, like, see, here's the thing about Jim. People think he's just this debaucherous monster, but you care about your family. Is the point.
Absolutely. Put a little nitroglycerin on the tip and say, if you want to live, grab it.
Terrible guy. Let's go to Ron in Syracuse. What's up, Ron?
What's happening?
Hello.
Hey, listen, I just wanted to address something a little bit with Troy. I understand what you're going through, brother. I lost a girlfriend to cancer about 18 years ago. She died in my arms. She took her last breath in my arms. And as tragic as it was,
Must have been something you said.
as much as it hurt, you really think that I don't know all the circumstance behind, why she passed, but you really think that, she wants you to just stop your life, and not get married possibly, not have kids, you just can't give up on life. You got to push forward, you got to take all those anxieties and all those feelings that you have and push them aside and say it's not worth it ending, my existence for it. It's just not. I went through it, man. I went through a horrible heartache, and I sleep for weeks. But you do get past it. You do get over it. You got to have faith in yourself that you can get past it.
Like Fred Durst said, you got to have faith.
Yep, he did say that.
That's right. No, I don't think it's a matter of just getting past it. I just think it's the matter of the psychological damage of what it does and your perception of love and relationships.
How long ago is that?
It'll be 6 years in August.
Well, that's that long ago.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go to Tom. I don't think this is necessary, but we'll go to Tom.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, I'm calling shenanigans on that other call. They didn't have Thursday night football 25 years ago. He's full of shit.
So you think
he's sitting right next to him laughing at everybody else.
You think he made up the story of his dad dying in his bed?
Yes, I do. I think that's exactly what he did.
How long has Thursday Night Football existed?
Just a few years.
Oh, boy.
Well, then maybe it was Monday night, or maybe it was something else. Maybe he just...
Maybe it was a total and utter fabrication.
Yeah.
Could have been, right?
2006.
You never know with these things. Yeah, I just want to say that last caller said his dad's dead. It's fucking bullshit.
Little
artist.
things will give it away. Last thing my father texted me was that he loves me and he wished we were closer. Really, when did he die? 1975.
I don't know about the details of this story,
Yeah, I don't know. I'll give the guy the benefit of the doubt.
I will too. Maybe he got some of the details confused.
He made a mistake.
He got a little nervous. He's on the radio with two giant stars,
celebrities.
Yeah, it's a big deal for him.
He fucked up.
Right.
He fucked up.
But you're considering the possibility of. You've been talking about relationships kind of off and on for the last couple of years.
Yeah, I just it's like you like your life. You like your life,
right?
Like, even when it's bad, you're like, I like the way things are. I don't love them,
right?
But I like them.
It's fun to be alone. It's fun to have the right person with you.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'd be fun to go to gigs with somebody, but I want somebody who can do shit. Like, I don't want someone who I just see once a week. Like, go to travel. Hey, let's go I gotta go do gigs this weekend. All right, we'll go there.
Right, somebody that will actually complement your lifestyle.
You go out, you make money,
you
you fucking go, you see a city.
Yeah.
Josh around good-naturedly.
I think people grow a lot more when they have people around them, or they're in a relationship, or they're, you know what I mean? Like, when you have long-term stuff, or you have somebody that you're accountable to, not in a negative way, but just somebody that's there to kind of remind you of what you're doing. I think you end up growing more as a person.
Yeah, that's probably true.
But
that's probably true.
Do
you think you'll work this out?
With what, my ex?
Yeah.
Or just in general? With
both.
I don't know, man. I don't know. My ex she's a wonderful girl. I mean,
she knows you're in therapy, though, right?
Yeah, but she wants instantaneous results. She wants like everything fixed right now.
She does, right?
And it's just like this could take years.
Right. Probably will. It should, right? It wouldn't. If you were able to just turn it off, it kind of wouldn't excuse a lot of your previous behaviors. Your previous behaviors indicate that maybe this will take a while to figure itself out, right?
Yeah.
To untie the knots.
And as women get older, and there's no offense to any older women, but there just becomes this like urgency of like, I got to figure out what my relationship, where am I doing with the rest of my life?
Yeah, what's happening here?
It's biological.
But I don't want to make that my fucking problem.
Of course. Of course.
And
but as long as you're straight up with that, it is, and you are.
I am, but that doesn't.
Yeah, no, I get it.
There's still this battle of like, no. She's like, no, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to make you the person I want right now.
Right. And you're like, look, there's literally professionals trying to make that happen. Yeah. You're not going to be able to pull that off.
But then it'll be like, well, maybe you should go to get, medication adjusted, and maybe you should try this. And it's just like, well, you want me to completely re-alter my life to fit into your box of what you want a man to be.
There should be a magic pill that can fix you today.
Yeah, there is. Cialis. Blue Chew.
That's right.
Yeah, and it works quicker.
You bet it does.
Everybody's theorizing on the phone about this poor guy and his dad dying story. Some people are thinking maybe it was college football. Some people, look, I don't know what it was. The guy's dad's probably dead. It's a weird thing to just call into a show. It's sad. Yeah. It's sad. He used to sleep with his dad, and now he's dead.
Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough.
Somebody did somebody asked a good question though.
Which line?
Joe in Westchester.
What's up, Joe?
What's up, guys? Hey, you guys didn't ask him the most important question was who won the game.
That's true.
And also, I'm driving to work, and I'm saying to myself, I'm looking at my Sirius radio. It says Jim and Sam show.
Mm-hmm.
This can't be the Jim and Sam show because I listen to you guys every day, and now I turn the radio on. It's relationships and feelings and therapy. I mean, it's like I mean, what the hell happened to the show here, guys?
Well, we just kind of talk about whatever's happening in the moment. So this is, wherever it goes, it goes. We didn't plan on it. It's like, I also talked about titty fucking my grandmother. I mean, what could be more Jim Norton than that?
He did. It started with Hunter Biden.
Oh, yeah.
And then we kind of devolve into all of our own.
Sure.
We didn't get into my issues this time, but we devolve into everybody's issues.
Yeah.
I'm punching the dashboard. I'm like, this can't be the Jim and Sam show. I think the Sirius radio is all screwed up.
Joe, I'll tell you this. It feels to me like maybe you have your own issues with emotions that you can't really handle feelings being addressed.
You're right. Troy, what's the name of your therapist?
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate the call. I was, have you seen, by the way, people who have trouble with intimacy and not quite understanding the gravity of situations? Now that Chernobyl is a hit on HBO, have you seen that the new thing is that Instagram influencers are heading over to Chernobyl? Have you seen it?
No.
It's so amazing. It's like hot chicks are sitting there. I saw this one photo. So Instagram influencers are now going to the site of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster because the Chernobyl show is so big on HBO, and they're going there and they're taking like thought photos for Instagram at the Chernobyl site. I saw this one of this girl. There it is, that one in the corner. She's in like a nuclear hazmat suit.
Oh my God!
And just a thong underwear and no top, and she's got her back to the camera.
That's hot.
And she's got her hazmat suit draped off of her.
That's sexy.
So she's like half naked. But that's the site of Chernobyl.
Yeah, believe me, I'd eat her ass even if her fucking skin started falling off.
I mean, it's really not dissimilar from if they had left the site of 9/11.
That's right.
A pile of rubble. Like, if it still looked today like it looked in 2001, it would be not terribly different from people on Instagram going over to that. Remember that kind of iconic piece of the building?
Yeah.
That it was on that diagonal and just shooting up from the ground? Yep. Imagine if people were taking bikini shots in front of it. Just to be like, what's up, Instagram?
Yeah, wow.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's a good picture.
It is. Look, she's hot.
She's fucking hot. What a juicy hiney.
And she appears to be dumb as a brick and have poor judgment based on where this is happening, which I'm not saying is a negative or a positive, right?
Or a sense of humor,
right? I don't know if I want to know who's like putting them up to this, because I don't think that this bikini chick is going, you know what? You know where I need to go? Chernobyl. That would be it. There's got to be somebody saying, oh my God, Chernobyl is this big hit. He's YouTubing, like a suitcase pimp, but for Instagram models. He's YouTubing Chernobyl. He's like, you can go to Chernobyl. There's nobody there. Let's take some shots. But that is the new, a new trend on Instagram. And right now, it's a lot of like Eastern European Instagram people doing it, because obviously people from the States would need to book a trip and do the whole thing.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit more
but I'll bet
involved.
I'll bet there are already, Instagram chicks from the States that are making plans to get to Chernobyl to take their thought photos.
Yeah, probably.
They're in front of the disaster
I mean,
site.
I would do the same thing if I was there. I mean, there's a way to take a photo. I understand.
No, but you wouldn't take it as like an influencer.
Right. No, yeah. I'm someone with no influence. Just a picture.
Yeah, no, there's a difference between taking a photo. Like, I posted a photo. I went to the beaches of Normandy and posted a photo there. That wasn't me being an influencer and being like, here we are at the beaches of Normandy.
Yeah.
That was, hey, I'm on vacation and I'm at this historical site. When you're sitting there taking bikini shots to kind of really to show your ass off, and the backdrop happens to be Chernobyl, there's something completely emotionally broken about the whole thing.
Yeah, I mean, that was, although, hey, look, now people are talking about it. And aware of it, and I don't know if it means anything, but
I mean, I think HBO had that covered.
They did, yeah. But that's kind of, I guess, that's the side. That's the what's the word? The fucking result is that now people are going to go. It's like people go to Auschwitz and take pictures. You can't take a tasteless picture,
right?
I want to go there. I really want to. Auschwitz is that in Poland or in Where's Auschwitz?
I don't want to say, because if I guess and get it wrong, people will say
it's not Germany.
Very nasty things about me on Twitter.
Dachau might have been Germany. One of them was obviously in Germany, but I think Auschwitz, I want to say, was in Poland.
Every time I get anything wrong, people on Twitter say, of course, Sam got it wrong. Yeah, Poland is where Auschwitz is. Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's nothing wrong with taking photos at historic sites, but it's pretty clear when it's done in taste and when it's done with you trying to just get the clicks for yourself off the backs of the people who went through something catastrophically horrible.
Yeah.
That's what's going on with the influencers in Chernobyl. There's a difference between going to, what did he go to? Anne Frank's house, Justin Bieber?
Yeah.
And sign the book. There's a difference between signing the guest book at Anne Frank's house and signing it and saying that you think she was a believer. There's ways to handle things.
Yeah, he probably, that was, again, the not best judgment of someone who was 18. Yeah.
It's not shocking.
He meant it well.
It's not shocking that an 18-year-old
he wasn't trying to be a dick.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
I would have plugged my dates in her book. Why not? Montreal tickets going on sale tomorrow.
Right, just in case somebody's scrolling through.
Pre-sales today, by the way. That was a real plug.
Oh, wow.
Good,
Look
huh?
at Jim organically sneaking real plugs into
show.
conversation.
This way the company can't charge me. It's in show.
Right. Because they usually charge you for your plugs?
Yeah.
I see.
$1,500 a plug.
Oh, wow.
It's crazy.
I'm not sure
I
that
don't plug that much.
I'm not sure that it's worth it.
It is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the money goes right back into the company that's paying me. They're going on sale at, 7 a.m. they go on sale. They're on sale now.
They're on sale now. Where can people get them?
I don't know. I have to tweet the ticket link. All right. I'll do it. I'll do it during the break.
Okay, we'll do it during the break.
And the passcode, by the way, sorry, JFL MTL.
This is for the JFL. This is for the Montreal tickets. And don't forget, we said as a show, we're going to go up to Just for Laughs. So if you get tickets to see Jim, if you buy the tickets and you want to come see the radio show, we'll get you into the radio show. You're guaranteed to get in if you buy tickets to see Jim. If you don't buy tickets to see Jim, we'll probably get you in anyway.
You can go to hahaha.com.
Hahaha.com. I'm going to July 27th is my show at 9:30.
Good name.
You like that?
Yep.
Tired. Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I'm just so tired.
What's the name?
Ted Bundy is a cunt.
Oh my gosh. At least somebody's saying it, right?
I've just had enough. I've had enough of this fucking guy.
Can you believe he's good looking and charming? And look at Did you see the Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie?
No, I do want to see it. I mean, he's a good actor, so I would watch it.
Yeah, I mean it's a decent movie, but they don't get into any of the they don't show the murders or anything like that. It's more about the relationship
with the woman,
that he had with this woman.
Yeah. So I'll tweet the thing. JFL MTL. JFL for Montreal is what it is, and that's the pre-sale is today. And those tickets usually go because there's a lot of packages that are sold. So they don't sell all of them because there's people that have passes for like all show packages, right? And they can just come when they want. They leave certain seats unsellable.
Now, if you do have tickets to see Jim and you want to come see the radio show, and you're like, how do I prove to the show that I got those tickets? All you have to do is DM Travis. He's got his DMs open on Twitter.
Send a picture of your dick with your ticket next to it.
Yeah, that way we know it's yours.
Also, that's 7 a.m. Pacific. They're on sale at 10 a.m.
Oh, it is 10 a.m. Thank you, Travis. That's why I need a Teft in my life.
Right.
I need
two Tefts in your house.
Thank you, Travis. Because it says, Pacific, because my agent's on the West Coast.
Yep.
10 a.m. Thank you very much. Hahaha.com. All right.
Search Jim Norton.
Yeah.
Let's go to Mike.
Thank you, Travis, for straightening us all out.
Let's go to Mike in New York. What's up, Mike?
Mike!
Hey, guys. Yeah, like 5 years ago, up-and-coming pop singer named Jesse McCartney went over to Chernobyl, and I think he passed away over there.
Over there, or
I didn't think Jesse McCartney was dead.
Yeah, I know. Maybe you sure didn't go to the Dominican Republic?
No, he went to
Coke.
He went to Chernobyl.
He stayed in a hotel.
But fucking Barbara Corcoran's brother.
Yeah.
Just died in Dominican Republic. It's crazy. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mike.
Jesus Christ. David Ortiz was actually in the safest seat in the DR.
Yeah, it says Jesse McCartney, he did go to Chernobyl, but I don't look up and see if Jesse McCartney's not dead, is he? Just Google Jesse McCartney.
No, he's not. This probably was Jesse on the phone trying to plug himself.
Yeah, you're just like, check out my Chernobyl diaries.
He's still alive.
Yeah, he's right there.
No,
I see him. He was born in 1987, and he's still living.
He's still 82.
He
lives
starred
in
in a
Westchester.
movie called Chernobyl Diaries.
He
and
actually
I'm willing to bet he dies in the movie.
That's a shame. Is it a documentary?
No.
Oh.
But
do you think that guy was pulling her leg?
I think he's been, I think he conflated like 8 stories, like the Brian Williams of callers.
Yeah, I think he thinks that Chernobyl Diaries, that Jesse McCartney dying in that is what happened in real life.
Okay, well, if you were pulling her leg,
he's still playing music.
If you were pulling our leg, I think that's hilarious because it's just such a great obscure reference. And if you were wrong, that's one of the dumbest calls that we've ever gotten. So either you're a genius,
I hope he was wrong,
or you're so stupid. But you could take whichever one. I'll believe you either way. Yeah, Barbara Corcoran. You know her from Shark Tank. Yeah. She's the lady with the short hair that, in my personal opinion, my theory, has no cash to speak of. She spent it all on Cousin's Lobsters.
And Mateo does a great impression of her. I don't even know her, but I know that his impression is good.
The best. Every time you watch Shark Tank, she's got 150 reasons to be out. You know how like salespeople have that the Rolodex? So every reason that a person would say no, they have something to come back from. No, my wife won't let me. You look it up. You go, well, if I told you, she's got that Rolodex, but in reverse. She's got the Rolodex for every reason to say no to somebody looking for an investment.
Oh, it was April he died. She looks like Chip in that photo.
She does.
Fuck yeah. Fucking hanging out with the sharks and shizzing it.
So her brother goes to Dominican Republic, stays at a hotel, and under weird circumstances, which are similar to other stories of American tourists going over to Dominican Republic lately, he dies. They say of a heart attack. This was back in April. No autopsy has been done, and so she really doesn't know. We were talking. What was it yesterday about somebody drinking bleach over there? Is that right? Is that the story you were talking about?
It's unclear if he died yet at one of those hotels that the other ones have. Yeah. Bleach in the soda. That woman who sued or was going to sue, and they offered a free couples massage.
So she took the massage?
I hope so.
Yeah. I mean, those things don't come cheap.
Wow. So many people are dying there. What the fuck is going on?
They probably didn't think to do an autopsy. If it happened in April before any of this shit was going on.
Yeah, probably
right.
a heart attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the hotel was just like, look, he had a heart attack. It is what it is.
You hope the body wasn't cremated.
Yeah. So it says...
soda had bleach in it.
On May 25th, there was a woman who, after having a drink in her minibar, died and collapsed in her room. 5 days later, a couple were found dead in their room at a neighboring resort. Dominican Republic authorities insist that the deaths are isolated incidents, and on Wednesday they hired a crisis management specialist to combat bad publicity about the mysterious deaths and the shooting of David Ortiz. Now, I do think that David Ortiz's injuries are unrelated to the people
What was he
dying
drinking,
in
though?
hotels.
Was he drinking a Coke? Maybe that's what happened. All these people are getting shot in their hotel rooms.
Yeah, stop drinking my Cokes.
I mean, right now is a great time to book the Dominican Republic, though.
Cost-wise.
Sure.
Yes.
Bad because you might be dead.
Right. I would say in terms of human safety, maybe not the greatest time in the world to book.
Yeah. Would you go to Cuba? I'd go there.
You know,
that's pretty safe. Right,
who
Trav?
was it in here that was talking?
Travis.
Yeah. No, wasn't me.
No. Brian Callen was talking about, people should travel and see the world. I got to tell you, traveling doesn't interest me whatsoever.
It's kind of fun.
Yeah? I mean, look, when we went, my family all went to Europe, and I just said we saw the beaches of Normandy, we saw all these things. It was interesting. I was happy to see that. I had a good time. But at the same time, if I hadn't seen it, I'd be like, okay, I had a good time that week at home, too.
Yeah.
I like being at home.
I do, too. But once in a while, it's fun to go somewhere, just to get out of town. Just to get on the
I'm
plane.
with Sam.
Yeah, I don't like getting on planes. I don't like flying. I don't like to travel. I like to. My home is set up in a way that's very comfortable. Now, if you're spending a night away from home in a hotel where you can actually get 8 hours of sleep and you don't have screaming children all around you all the time, there's something very appealing about that. But I drive to Jersey for that. But in terms of actually like going on a vacation and traveling and touring and seeing something and doing all this stuff, like I don't. There's nothing in me that says I want to see Cuba beyond Google Image. I'm good. I'm good with the articles and the photos taken.
I want to go to Cuba just because of it's supposed to be like it's there's not a lot of crime. It's supposed to be really beautiful. I don't like that you can only use cash though. It's like, come on.
They've maintained the old cars well. People like that.
Why can
Lots of old Volkswagens.
Yeah.
Why only cash though? Why has that not been fixed?
Maybe they don't have a central system that is reliable.
Oh, maybe.
They don't
visit-
have cell phone service either, or Wi-Fi or something. Because I looked into it once, and you can't use your cell phone there.
There's some Wi-Fi, no?
Oh, I think there was an article just the other day that they have very expensive internet.
Right, so they have, but it's like super
they're still building
expensive.
up the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Right, because they haven't had one for so long, which is why they wouldn't have credit cards or anything like that. They just don't have a reliable system.
But they are working on internet there.
Yes.
It's expensive.
Yes.
$3,000 a minute.
Yep.
That's the exact price. You nailed it on that.
You're so smart.
Hey,
It's like-
can you look at how many? Look it up.
It's like the old AOL.
Yeah.
When you'd have to pay by the minute, or it would be like $6 for the first half hour, and then you're paying by the minute.
State-run internet cafes, 3G.
3G. Cuba has announced that 3G internet access for cell phone users across the country will become available from Thursday. I don't know when this article was written, 2018. The Caribbean island, the end of 2018. So 3G internet access for cell phone users are available now. The Caribbean island nation, which exists under communist rule, opened state-run internet cafes in 2013, and citizens have only had access to home internet and public Wi-Fi spots since 2017. So they only really got major internet in 2013, and even that, you had to go to an internet cafe where everything could be very highly regulated. Yeah, see, like, this all doesn't sound appealing. We have such great internet in America.
You could visit all these countries at World Showcase.
What do they... Yeah, exactly. I've seen them all.
I don't need to go anywhere.
I've seen them all. And by the way...
I've been to France, I've been to Italy, I've been to the United Kingdom.
When I go to Epcot and I go through World Showcase, I find it annoying. I find it boring. I go, where's the rides? I'm ready for the next thing. I was fine when I was just in Florida.
Plus, all those pavilions, they've got people that live in those countries working there, so you still get the local flavor.
You do. You get a taste of the culture.
Yeah, that's nice. Like blue buildings. I would like to go there once.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Eat the
blue
food, supposed
buildings
to be-
here.
It's supposed to be great.
I heard
food.
they painted the buildings blue because they'd never seen a blue building before.
Yeah, and they wanted to see what a blue building would look like. That's whacktastic.
And the beaches are supposed to be nice. You go on that beach, you zip around.
They got great beaches here.
Yeah.
Cuban women.
I'm with Sam.
They got Cuban chicks
Oh
here.
my God.
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
Oof.
Yeah, I mean, look, we're in
It's
New York.
Miami.
We're in New York City.
I gotta learn a little Spanish though. I should go with Jonathan. Jonathan knows. He knows the ins and outs of Cuba.
Yeah, but the last thing you want is to be walking around Cuba with all these hot chicks and somebody with a bulge like Jonathan.
That is true.
You're literally in the shadow of Jonathan's
He'll
bulge
get
when you
stopped
hang out
at
with
customs.
him. Exactly. What are you smuggling in those pants?
Exactly. What do you think? With fucking 30 cigars in there?
Yeah. Sir, do you have fruits and vegetables in the front of your pants there?
What? No, I know. He's so shy about it.
He's smuggling a Cuban kielbasa. Yeah, I just for some reason that part of my brain, I don't get excited. I get excited about going to the movie theater and seeing a movie. You know, I get excited about plenty of stuff, but I do not sit there and go, "Oh, this is going to be great. I'm going to go to a foreign land."
Those cars are all nice and old.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I can see them. You know, I see them on Google right now. It's like looking through a window.
No, it's pretty though, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, sure.
I'd go.
But like, yeah. I mean, it's not a mystery to me why people would go.
Sure. And it's a short flight. I mean, that's the good part too.
Yeah.
It's a 3-hour flight.
Yeah.
I don't think you can fly there directly from
You can JFK. They were doing. I don't know if you can now. Because
For a moment they were.
Trump.
Yeah.
Trump fucked something up. with
Did he
that.
fuck that up? I mean,
I think
don't,
so. I think he did.
So you can't just fly. JetBlue was flying there.
Yeah,
right?
you could.
Yeah, for a second.
Yes.
The
But,
Jigga Man flew there right first thing as soon as people were allowed in Cuba. Jay-Z and Beyonce were there.
yeah, I feel
And
like
even
that's
that
been
didn't make
rolled
me
back.
want to go to Cuba.
Oh.
I was like, okay, I'll listen to Jay-Z rap about it.
Oh, but it's no longer necessary. But again, how long?
How long what?
Is it? How old is
Will
that
it
little thing you're
last?
reading? How long? Yeah, that's what I want to know. If it's still possible.
Is that
to
where
do
that's where you would like to vacation, Cuba?
It's just a place I would like to go.
Cuban bean indeed.
Oh yeah, I guess you can.
You can.
Yeah. It says you can even go nonstop from New York, JFK, Miami, Fort Lauderdale. You could also travel through Mexico, Canada.
Yeah,
But then when Jim travels places, he goes to stupid things like chess museums.
that's true. You'd be like, is there a Cuban Bobby Fischer museum?
No, but I think
Do you guys have a gift shop?
Roy. I think his name was Capablanca.
There you go. That's what you would do.
Would be was a Cuban chess master.
Right, somebody would print out a T-shirt on a computer with one of those iron-on print sheets, and Jim goes, "I simply must have this shirt."
Or where'd you go? The Gerald Ford Museum?
Yes, I did. In when I was in not wherever I was in Michigan. I forget the name of the Grand Rapids.
Gerald Ford, he loved nachos, he loved football,
I walked around the Gerald
beer.
Ford Museum.
beer.
I enjoyed that very much.
I bet. I mean, it sounds amazing.
That was January 26th of 2018.
Norman in Florida just went to Cuba. What's up, Norman?
Not much. How are you kids?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. We're right here.
I just got back from Cuba, and it was pretty eye-opening in regards to just how the city is set up along the port areas. Everything's really nice. Go 2 streets outside of that, and it really is not really nice at all.
But is it
open
dangerous?
Sanitation. No, I didn't feel dangerous there, but like food quality, sanitation, all those things were really. It was really crazy because, again, nice hotels around the Central Park area as you go into the cruise and port area. As soon as you go outside of that into Old Havana, some of the areas have been revitalized. Most of them have not. You have
sounds like Cleveland.
Buildings that are in shambles, roofs falling in and what have you, trash on the streets. The infrastructure wasn't there. It was really kind of eye-opening and humbling a bit. So,
well, let me ask you, when you go there, I hear some of those places, like they have houses that have restaurants in them, and then like the food is supposed to be amazing.
Those are people's kitchens.
Yeah, they serve it.
Those are bed and breakfast.
Yeah. We did. Yeah, our tour guide, who lives down there, he had actually brought us to a place, and you would never even know there was a restaurant behind. So it was kind of, you took a cab out, drove, quite a ways away from kind of the city center there, and you pull up at somebody's house. There's a few people outside. Then he opens the gate, and there's a huge restaurant back there, but it looks just like a house on the outside, but then all the amenities inside. Those are few and far between, but they are out there.
How is the food?
Most of the restaurants everywhere, the food was if you were at one of the main hotels in the Central Park area, you could probably get something really good. Beyond that, you're eating street food, and most of the restaurants, they have a big menu and advertise chicken, pork, beef, whatever else. 9 out of 10, all they had was pork. They're like, oh, no, we don't have that. No, we don't have that. And it became a running
Cuba's
joke.
not
They're
quite
like,
ready.
You're going to have the pork. And it was not even like, if you did find chicken, it was not a recognizable piece of chicken.
Oh, no.
They'd beaten, flattened it, boned, the whole nine. It was just really eye-opening. But
How is the restaurant he recommended?
Actually, that was pretty good.
Okay.
But again, it was a piece of chicken that I'm like, I have no flipping idea what the hell that is.
Okay.
Thank you, Norman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we went to Bermuda, for instance, right after Jess and I got married, on like a 3-day, I think they call them mini moons. They call it like if you go to do a small trip before the honeymoon, but you want to do something right after the wedding, they call it a mini moon. We went on a mini moon to Bermuda.
Ugh.
You don't like that?
No.
Well, you're just
should be
jealous.
called hanging a moon because you're an asshole.
And I was driving around Bermuda, and I was like, "This is amazing! This is great. This is beautiful." But then, I've also had that same experience driving around Cape Cod, and that's just a drive away. So it's not, you drive around Cape Cod.
You went to Bermuda?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah, it was nice. But if I never went back, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, one of my great regrets is never going."
Yeah,
places,
I'd go once.
It's fine. Yeah, but I probably. If
Do you need your passport?
Yeah,
it's British, right?
British.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But if Jess hadn't been but it's really close. I think it's even closer than Cuba.
Like 2 hours.
Yeah. It's super close.
Yeah.
But if Jess came to me and said, "Sam, I've made a decision in my life. I never want to go on vacation again," I go, "Great, perfect. We'll just stay here." Westchester is, after all, the best Chester. We got like 3 Buffalo Wild Wings within a short drive of our house. I don't see a huge reason to leave.
Bill in New Jersey.
What about when the kids get older? You're gonna have to go on vacation then.
That's right, Disney.
I know.
You'll be asking Travis how do you get your fast pass on or whatever the.
We're gonna have to take some not fun Disney trips.
Yeah.
What? No, they're great.
Even with the little kids?
Yeah.
You guys will go together.
Who?
Tefs and the Roberts.
I'm not doing that with Travis.
Why? That'd be the shit.
I'll go with your wife and your daughter. I like
What?
them.
What about me?
I mean, you're
You know
so
what's fun you'd have? You and the little rascals. All you guys going on whatever the ride is.
I mean, I guess I could still book it for you.
if you don't mind.
Sure. Go with them. I'll stay in the hotel.
Yeah. You know what would be great? If I pull that off, you stayed home, and then Jess and your wife and the kids went out to Disney, and I just hung out in the hotel. I'd be totally fine with it.
Yeah, they would all do that.
I'd be totally okay with it. No problem.
You go to Montreal and you just sit in a hotel room.
People come to me at the It's my favorite thing in the world. It's so People don't understand it. They come to me in Montreal, and I don't even know why they're asking me. And they go, "Oh, what shows did you see last night?" I go, "I didn't see any shows last night. What do you mean?"
Yeah.
And they go, "You have this performer pass. You can literally go to every show you want to see. All comedians are here." And I go, "Yeah, I did the radio show. I went to the hotel. Troy texted me. He said, 'Let's grab some lunch.' I got lunch with Troy. I went back to the hotel." Like, that's
Eric Andre videos.
I did. Last time we were in Montreal, I spent about 3 hours watching Eric Andre videos on YouTube.
I get that too, though. I get just sitting in the room and fucking doing nothing.
It was fine.
Sometimes it's fun.
And then people are like, "You know who's performing tonight?" And I go, "No." Was that...
That was drilling.
Okay. Okay. Because for a second, I was worried you passed gas very loudly.
No.
That is a good point, though, Troy. You've seen me when I'm out of town.
They don't like to do anything.
I don't like to do a thing.
It's so weird to me. Just go walk around, see what's going on.
And you go, "You want it?" And I go, "I don't. No, it's fine." Let me know when you're actually going. Let me know when you're going to get food, because I got to eat.
I've been traveling a lot, and I always try to say, like, what does the city have? Where's the good places to eat?
Right.
Like, what is this city known for food-wise?
And what do you do when you ask me, like, "Oh, where do you want to eat around here? I know you've been up to Montreal before." I go, "There's an A&W down the street."
Yeah.
Yeah, or we could go. There's
food court.
There's a mall food court downstairs. Let's hit that up. That way we don't have to leave this building.
We'll all go for a nice dinner in Montreal.
I want to go back to that place where Jonathan tried to send the ribs back.
Oh, yeah.
That's at our hotel.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Plus, when you stay like in the hotel, like food court, you can still access the Wi-Fi.
It's perfect.
That's
Yeah.
true.
It's
I do like
perfect.
that.
We'll go for a nice steak dinner.
Yeah, it was like the Ruby Tuesdays of Montreal that we went to.
I think it's a couple steps down from
You think so?
I don't think I've ever had a meal that was like, wow, this is great.
So you wouldn't even give it Ruby Tuesdays?
No.
Remember when we went with your guest last time, who has experience being a chef, and that person argued, like, this is clearly not quality fish.
Yeah, this fish is terrible.
And they argued?
They're like, we get it every day.
They were like, "I think this is on you, lady.
Yeah.
This isn't on us." The customer's always wrong.
Now I want to go to Chuck in North Carolina. You've been on. I don't understand what he's saying here. So hello,
What's
buddy.
going on, Chuck?
How you doing, Chuck?
I'm about half fucking drunk anyway, but I'm out here.
Where are you?
I've been up all night. I'm in Oakland, California for the NBA game tonight.
Nice.
Oh,
I was sitting in this bar a while ago. Well, a couple hours. Anyway, I was sitting there, and this guy's talking to me, and he said, "What's your name?" And I said, "Chuck." He said, "You're not from around here. Your accent." I said, "Well, I'm from North Carolina." He said, "You're the guy on fucking O&A." I said, yeah. So he gets Have you ever met Jimmy? I said, "Yeah, I met him once at a comedy show." He said, "I love Jimmy." So this Todd fucker is a homosexual. He asked me, he fucking asked me, he said, "So you've met Jimmy in person?" I said, "Yeah, I told you I did." He said, "What does his ass look like?" I said, "I don't know what his goddamn ass looks like."
So,
And
Chuck,
he said-
you're
he
calling
said-
in to report that you met a homosexual that's attracted to Jim?
Yeah, well, he said, "Me and my buddies, we love Jim. He's so sexy." They like you better now than when you was on some kind of HBO something when you was hosting something. I don't know what the fuck they was.
oh,
talking
Down and
about.
Dirty years ago.
That's Fat
2008.
Jim.
Yeah, I was a little. No, I wasn't that fat there.
Oh, no.
They like you better now, though, man. So you're Todd and his boys think you're sexy, Jim.
Well, thank you, Chuck. Now you're out there in Oakland. When is the game?
Tonight.
Tonight. What's the? I have not been following. I know Kevin Durant got hurt. What's the score?
It's 3-2 Toronto. If they lose tonight, if a Golden State loses, it's over.
Yeah.
Who are you
I
rooting
think
for?
something else. I kind of like Oakland.
Yeah.
I mean, Golden State. But I was up there in Toronto at them other games. I've never been to Toronto. That's a nice fucking place up there, man.
I don't know if I've ever been to the Six.
It is actually nice. Did you go up in the CN Tower? They have that
No.
Good for you.
Goddamn, I can't do a fucking stepladder, much less big old.
Oh, you
I don't even look out the window in this fucking hotel I'm at.
Oh, you don't. The heights kill you, huh?
Smart. Thank you, Chuck.
It makes my balls hurt, man. It makes my stomach upset.
Well, did you hear? Because they have a glass floor in the CN Tower.
Talk about
No,
it.
you mean in the Sears Tower?
No, in the CN Tower too.
Oh, you're just.
But in
yeah.
the Willis Tower, the one that they had cracked The glass cracked while people, but there's a
The
layer of
safety
protective glass, right? They were in no danger. All right, thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. Have a good time at the game, man.
Okay, man.
All right,
See you, man.
All right,
Take
buddy.
care.
See you
Thanks,
later.
Chuck.
There's a layer of protective glass over the thick glass, and it cracked while
This is-
people were in it.
You know, there are the 2 glass boxes that stick outside of one of the top floors of the Sears Tower over there in Chicago. And it's a big tourist attraction. I stepped in one. I was terrified out of my mind. And this is why. You know, they say it's so safe it'll never break. And then the protective layer of glass shatters. So you're looking down, it's shattered under a person's feet. And then in the tower, they're saying, don't worry, nobody was ever in any danger.
No.
This is what's supposed to happen. It's the protective layer, which, by the way, of course they're going to say that.
Yeah.
It's PR, and they want to make sure tourism continues. But that layer, the first layer of glass is not supposed to crack. There's no way you can convince me that top layer is designed to crack like that. It doesn't happen.
It's terrifying. I can't think of anything more horrifying than that. But there's different layers of glass. So that was just the first. I think there's 3 layers.
Right.
That was the first.
Nobody was in any danger, but they were 1/3 closer to danger.
Why are they saying yes? Why are they saying it did what it was supposed to do?
Because they're saying it's a protective layer of glass, which means the protective layer is supposed to break because it doesn't have any actual bearing. You know, if there's anything bad going on, the protective layer breaks, but the real 2 layers, they keep clean and they keep safe. But the protective layer is not supposed to break. I do not believe that. That is a PR statement.
If it breaks, you're still very safe.
You're still safe, but you're 1/3 less safe.
I bet if the first 2 break, you're fine, but it's still scary.
2/3 less safe now. You know, I don't like it.
No. So how do they fix that? They have to, because that thing, I think, comes in so they can clean the windows.
I watched it's horrifying.
Can we see that? I want to see that thing being pulled. That you were nervous.
I watched the video of how they clean it, and they bring the box.
Is this it?
It's on mechanics. They bring it all the way into the room.
Right.
So you can clean the back of it because you got to look outwards. But when you're cleaning, like the back of it, meaning the back that points out into the sky.
Your back is to the outside.
So when you clean that area, your back is to the outside, and all that's there, you're tethered in, but all that's there is a giant hole in the building.
So wait a minute, how close are you? Because this is what I've thought of. When it gets pulled into the room and you have to clean the outside.
Yeah.
What if all of a sudden you hear?
Oh my God!
And it started pushing you,
and it pushes you out the thing.
You're trying to.
I think it looked like it was probably 10 to 12 feet. It comes in, so a considerable amount.
What is the video? I want to see that video.
I don't remember if I saw I might have seen the video at the Sears Tower. It might have been one of those tourism places. You'd have to look up
cleaning sky deck window.
Yeah, cleaning the.
I put that in there,
and it might. I mean, it might not be up because
sky deck window.
I think that the video that I saw was at the place. It was one of those tourism things.
Yeah, it's scary.
But it was horrifying. I didn't want anything to do with it, and I didn't know how bad it was going to be before I walked in there. And it was bad. So this is just a video of them cleaning.
Thanks.
Just window cleaners, 50 stories up, cleaning windows. Which again is just they're wearing these helmets as if that's going to help anything.
And it's just dangling over the fucking. These window cleaners are so goddamn crazy.
They're out of their minds.
I think in the Trade Center, in the Twin Towers, it used to be that the thing was attached to the building. It would like go down like a cylinder attached to the. There was like grooves in the building.
Yeah.
So it would attach that way. But this is just horrifying. Where is this?
I think that's the Sears Tower.
No, that's round. Oh, it is?
Yeah, it is. The lobby area was round before you get to the room where the boxes are.
'Cause that's higher than 50 stories.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
It's like 100 stories in the air.
How high is the tower in Vegas?
Which tower?
I know what you mean. I can't remember the name, but the one that has the amusement park on top of it. I've been to the top of that.
The one that you can tether up and walk around?
You could jump
on
off
the roof?
800 and something feet, I think, is where you jump. My ex-gen jumped off it.
Fuck.
What a waste of everyone's time. That's so
Stratosphere.
stupid.
Stratosphere. Yeah, you can jump off.
Forget it.
It's a controlled descent.
Yeah, right.
Would you do it?
No!
Oh my God. I went there the one time people were doing it. You should have seen the people that were running the bungee jump.
Hey, what is it, carny workers?
I mean, they were like just idiots.
Exactly.
Buffoons like goofing around with each other.
Yeah, because nothing can go wrong.
Somebody jumps and they're like goofing around. They're not even looking to make sure the person's okay.
1,100 feet. Wow.
You're sitting there going, welcome to the stratosphere where nothing can possibly go wrong.
Showed you a video of them jump. But when you're jumping, you are falling, but again, it's a controlled descent. The difference is that you're not necessarily free falling, you're being lowered.
Listen to Troy Kwan. It's a controlled descent controlled by a couple of jamokes.
Yeah,
right, Troy?
I just, the worst part would be standing at the edge. 3! Nope.
Yeah. Never mind.
Do you have any idea how fast I would back up?
Oh, yeah. And this guy just sticking his thumb up. It's going to be a blast.
Oh, my God.
Fuck that.
Have a good time. Yeah. Why? I mean, why?
My hands are sweating watching this. This guy's right at the edge.
This is why I don't like to leave the house. People end up doing stupid stuff like this. It's just dumb.
Would you be able to keep your arms out?
No.
I'd puke.
I couldn't even get to the ledge.
See, it lowers you down.
I would even hate this part. Let me down. It's going slowly because it's controlled, obviously.
No, you're going fast.
It just looks like it's going slowly?
Yeah, because the perspective, there's nothing next to it. You're going.
Oh, because it's so high, I guess. Yeah.
Look at that. And then they show the spool undoing.
Yeah.
And again, you're safe. But here's the worst. What I would be so scared of is that they would try to unhook it and I would get dragged back up. Fuck that. Robert O'Neill, who we love because he fucking shot Bin Laden in the face.
He did us a solid.
On Twitter the other night, he tweets this link, this video. He retweets a video.
Are you going to tell us about the walking on the mountain again?
Did we talk about that?
Yeah. We literally talked about it 2 days ago. We watched it on the air. We got dementia?
No, we're talking every day for hours. I forgot. All right.
You guys don't need to bite my head off.
Yeah, I didn't realize it. I wasn't going to say that anyway.
You weren't?
No.
We just jumped down your throat for no reason?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you going to say?
That you have to tether yourself in when you're going around the mountain. I lied. Okay. I was going to say that.
Did you see, speaking of Chuck at the basketball game, did you see a couple days ago the Toronto fans catching heat for cheering at KD getting his Achilles injured?
Yeah.
I don't, look.
It's kind of a dick thing to cheer for a guy getting hurt, but I get it on both sides. Too.
I feel like when you're at a sporting match, that's what they're called, right? That's what fans call it, sporting matches. When you're at a sporting match.
A
sporting contest. As an audience member, for the most part, you've so dehumanized the athletes. You know what I mean? You're not sitting there thinking about them from a human perspective. You're sitting there going, I bought a ticket to watch these superhuman athletes play this game.
Right.
So they're not like cheering that a person is injured. They're cheering over the fact that this team that they like is going to have an easier time winning.
Yes, because this giant part of the other game has been hurt.
Yeah.
By the way, this nonsense in the NBA where the owners are not being called owners because it's racially insane. Shut the
is that real?
Fuck up. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or is it one of those like
No,
Twitter advocacy things?
Because a couple of them they're calling them CEO. It's like you own the team.
Mm-hmm.
Jerry Jones is the owner of the Cowboys.
Right.
Because there was slavery and because there was a lot of disgusting people in this country's history does not mean that a guy doesn't own the team.
Yeah,
God, what
of course
fucking
he owns the team.
idiots
He doesn't own the people on the team.
No, he owns the team.
But he owns the team.
Slaves didn't get paid $40 million a year.
Right. They didn't do well at all. A lot of athletes are doing very well. Yeah.
Changing the name from owner because it's insensitive. It's just stop it.
If that's real, that's kind of silly.
Yeah. I mean, I hope, you know what? I hope it's not. Oh, yeah, Joe in Florida. You're right, which is very funny.
What's going on, Joe?
Hey, guys. There's a bridge, like a glass bridge over some gorge in China, and they've got these glass panels, and one of the panels is actually like a screen of what's below, and when they walk across it, it cracks, and then you watch these videos of these guys almost jumping off the damn thing when it cracks.
That's really funny.
It's a glass.
We're watching this guy, and it's a very, very tall glass bridge, and we're watching this guy clinging for dear life onto the railing of this bridge, and other people they're looking. I mean, there's even cheesy sound effects.
Yeah, but you.
Look, I'm going to tell you, I'd panic.
It's still scary.
I'd panic if I were up there, too. I would never walk...
Dragging somebody over. It's very high up glass. It's almost like only China would do this, because here they would never allow that.
No way! I would never walk that bridge anyway.
Oh, I would.
Even with non-fake cracking glass, I'd be way too terrified to walk over that.
Yeah,
You'd have to drag me regardless.
That is fucking. How high is that? Is horrifying.
It's over 10 feet high.
Oh, I would have thought lower.
Yeah, no, it's over 10 feet.
They have because they do that at the what's that fucking thing in the giant hole everybody goes to, Grand Canyon.
Oh, with the big thing of glass
It's a
that
horseshoe.
protrudes out.
Yeah. Protrudes.
What did I say? Protrudes.
Protrudes. 984 feet. That's fucking high.
It's ridiculous.
But that cracky is so goddamn funny.
It is hilarious.
And only a communist country could do that. You couldn't do that where there's lawsuits.
No.
That bridge is scary.
Wait, what is
Yeah.
that? It?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that.
I didn't know that
It's
was
so
an actual
long.
bridge.
Forget it. What'd you think it was? Like just part of a building?
Like one of those horseshoe things
I
that goes
see.
out.
I see. No.
Oh,
it's
that's kind of cool. You know what? Because you don't have to walk on the. Boy, that's not a high railing either.
No,
I'd be scared some big guy would want to throw me off.
I'd have no business being on that bridge. I would not have anything to do with it.
Where is that? I actually want to go to that. I'm going to go to that.
You're not going to go to that.
Yes, I am.
You're not going to China, bro.
Yes, I am.
When?
Have to decide.
1,600 feet long.
Oh, forget it. Forget it.
How long to walk across?
However long it
feet.
takes you to walk 1,600 feet.
Well, if I'm nervous, probably 30 seconds.
At the same time, the NBA finals are happening tonight. We wrapped up the Stanley Cup
Yeah, the
last
St. Louis.
night. Yep. St. Louis Blues won the Stanley Cup for the first time. So many F-bombs.
Because Ozzy was a big fan.
Of the St.Louis Blues?
You didn't see the picture?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's why I was rooting for them.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that Ozzy was a Blues fan.
Oh, I like fucking hockey.
Yeah, there were a lot of F-bombs. One of the players dropped an F-bomb. I think a commentator dropped an F-bomb on the NHL network. Cuba Gooding Jr. dropped an F-bomb on the pre-show. I don't know what it was last night. Maybe it was a full moon.
What are you looking at?
But
NBA.
Oh, no, we're looking for hockey.
Stanley Cup. Yeah. But everybody was dropping F-bombs nonstop last night. I guess they were excited. The Blues actually won
Well, yeah, when you wait 52 years.
the Stanley Cup.
No.
Well, it wasn't the guys waiting 52 years. They'd just been on the Blues for a little bit.
You think Cuba Gooding Jr. was waiting 52 years?
What'd you
Maybe
call him?
Cuba. Cuba
Stop
Gooding.
calling him Cuba.
That's his name.
It's his name.
Cuba.
No, I
Cuba
think it's
Gooding Jr.
Cuba.
It's Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba Gooding. It's Cuba Gooding Jr.
All right, if you wanna sound
C-U-B-A.
uncultured.
What?
If you want to sound uncultured.
You do sound
No, I know how to
uncultured.
say Cuba.
Yeah, the country.
To be fair, you know how to say Cuba. Travis knows how to say Cuba.
Cuba. What's he doing on TV anyway? Isn't he supposed to be turning himself in?
Wow, that's today. Last night he was at the hockey game in St. Louis. Today he's turning himself in for groping charges.
In a bar or something?
In a bar. Apparently he got drunk and maybe groped somebody. They're pressing charges. He's turning himself in. You know, it happens.
But last night was all about fun.
Last night was all about fun.
All right, good for him.
And seeing the Blues win and seeing Charles Barkley maybe in the most...
Barclay.
You're right, Charles Barclay. Maybe in the most ridiculous pregame outfit I've ever seen. Did you see what Charles Barkley was wearing?
No.
He was wearing a large blue shirt. First of all, a lot of people pointing out that he looks like he's gained some weight. He was wearing a large blue shirt over a blue polo shirt. It was a really odd look. Really odd look. You can just look up Charles Barkley, I'm sure. And it'll come up under news, not images. And I hear some drilling going on. I feel like I'm at the dentist's office, yeah. Oh, it went away now because we were talking about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was wearing...
Just search it on Twitter.
There it is. In his blue shirt, and he's got a blue polo on under that.
Wow.
He's just blue on blue on blue. He's a big guy.
He's big.
Sir Charles is a big guy.
Yeah,
But
packed a couple on.
you know what? He's reached a point where he can celebrate life.
He's living well.
He is,
Yeah.
and he should be.
And
he's
everyone
great.
likes him.
He looks terrible, but he's
Yeah.
but he's doing great. I love Charles Barkley.
Yeah, everyone likes him.
Of course, he adds so much to all those shows that he's on. Look at him wearing that blue shirt. He unbuttoned it. Seeing the pre-show, I didn't even know he liked hockey, by the way. But on the pre-show, he had his shirt buttoned all the way up.
Well, Blues, that's why.
In the halftime show, he unbuttoned his shirt. I guess, yeah, he's wearing two blues, and that makes the Blues. Except he's got that paisley trim under the collar. It's just weird. A man wearing two collars is a weird look, man. It is a weird choice.
Yeah.
You could have worn a blue T-shirt under it. It's odd.
Yeah. It's a very weird look.
But
maybe they didn't want. Maybe he had a T-shirt and they said you got to wear this too.
Well, I doubt. Why would we require 2 collars.
No, maybe they just gave him something to throw over. Who knows?
He was wearing the long sleeve shirt buttoned up.
Oh.
And then he unbuttoned it for some reason and exposed a polo under it. A lot of people pointing out that the rule of the fat man is when in doubt, layer.
Oh, here you go.
Yeah. Layer. Molly McGrath says that Charles Barkley 100% threw this shirt on over his polo because they asked him to wear a button down on set, doing the bare minimum and thriving. But he was wearing the long sleeve shirt before he was wearing the polo. And he was buttoned up. Why would he unbutton it to expose the polo?
Because maybe it was uncomfortable. Maybe he didn't feel like wearing that. Like maybe he didn't want to wear that.
And so he was like, all right, but I'll do I will do this, but I will do the bare minimum.
Uncomfortable, yeah.
I will wear your shirt, but I will not button it up over my polo.
Yeah.
Good for Sir Charles. Good for him. He can do whatever he wants at this point. I'm still watching. I want to see who he's going to talk shit about next.
He's a very entertaining man.
Very entertaining. I don't even care about sports.
If he did a podcast, it would succeed.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't even care about sports, but sometimes these sports commentators are good enough that I'm interested. Oh, I'll listen to Stephen A. Smith yell about something. Listen to Mike Francesa mumble. Listen to Charles Barkley talk shit.
Barkley's more entertaining than all of them.
Barkley is more entertaining than the other two, but I don't mind it. And when guys get pissed off about, like, Skip Bayless starts pissing people off, I like that. I'll watch him.
Hey, Derek in New Jersey.
What's going on? Derek.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, bud.
Going back a few minutes, I jumped off the stratosphere in Vegas, and
Why?
that shit is 10 times scarier than skydiving.
Why did you do it?
On the same day.
Why is it scarier?
I don't know. So when you're skydiving, I'm first time jumping, so you're tethered to someone on that too. But you have no point of reference, so you just feel that you're falling. But when you jump off the building, you have that thing flying by you, right next to you, maybe 15 feet away from you. So you see just how fast you're going. So even though it's a controlled descent or whatever they call it, it is terrifying.
Sounds terrifying.
Yeah,
I don't
guess
want
so.
anything to do with it.
How many seconds? 10 seconds?
It was something like that. It was quick. It was over in less than 30 seconds from the time you're up on that platform until you're down on the ground.
Still, I'll bet it just stretches. I would hate it. I would hate every minute of it. But thank
Bert
you, Derek.
did it. Bert Kreischer, I think, might have been the first guy to do it.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Bert
Thank you.
Kreischer's, he's out of his mind.
Bert the Adventurer. It's scary to me, though.
Bert the Conqueror.
Oh, Conqueror, sorry, yeah.
Yeah. And he hates roller coasters, Bert.
Does he? Why?
Hates them.
Probably gets sick.
I think he's scared. He doesn't like them.
Wow.
But it was the gig for a while.
Will he go on them?
What do you mean, will he? It was his whole TV show.
He's on roller coasters.
Yeah, that's what Bert the Conqueror was.
Conquering his fears. I
Conquering
admire
roller coasters.
And he did that. Okay. And then he would do that thing where he went in the football stadium and kind of bungee jumped where they swing you across.
He did do that. And he,
that would be horrifying and fun.
I think just horrifying. I don't think I would have a good time.
Did Will Smith bungee jump out of a helicopter?
He did.
Yeah.
Oh,
He did. He wanted to celebrate.
over the Grand Canyon?
I think it was over the Grand Canyon. Remember that guy who, the Walenda brother who walked across the Grand Canyon?
Nick Walenda.
Nick Walenda, and the whole time he was just thanking baby Jesus.
Yeah, right, whatever keeps your fucking feet steady. Thank you,
I
Jesus.
couldn't do it.
We're doing this, Jesus. You bet I'd be talking to Jesus if I was walking on a wire over that fucking.
Remember he got a little
hole.
testy with Jesus for a second. He was like, I don't know about that wind, Jesus. If you could help me out with that, Jesus, I would appreciate that,
Hey,
Jesus.
it's windy, motherfucker.
You throw me in that direction for it, Jesus. It doesn't help. Doesn't help. All right, we should take a break.
Yep.
We've been going for almost an hour and a half. Bill Pullman is coming in here today.
Yes.
You think Bill Pullman is thinking about running for president?
I don't know.
Who's that an impression of?
Bill Pullman was president.
Yeah. I'm sorry. We'll ask him.
Yes.
Because I bet he would get votes. Would he win? No. But would he get some votes? People would be interested.
Maybe.
He plays a good president. He saved us from the aliens.
So I'm July 5th. I'm
And maybe for you, Troy. I'm sorry, Jim. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I'll ask him if he actually believes aliens like Independence Day are real.
All right.
We want you're interested to know, right? Okay. What were you going to say, Jim? I apologize.
That's okay. I wound up I'm doing July 5th in the Borgata Casino in Atlantic City, and I am going to be doing Canada, Montreal. We're going up there to broadcast. My show is actually July the 27th. Goes on sale tomorrow morning, but there is a pre-sale today that you can get to at 10 a.m. East Coast time, and the passcode is JFLMTL. And I'm only doing one this year because the festival is very, very booked. So if you want to come see me up there, there's only going to be one shot to do it, and I will tweet it out this morning.
We got a lot of wild stuff to do today.
Do we?
No. Just go with it, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of wild stuff to do today. Stay right there. We'll be right back. And he said that he has gotten an accidental boner mid-wrestling match.
Yeah.
He said it's just something that the body does. You just ignore it. It's what the body does. You can't be blamed for that. Which, you know, I don't know. I don't think at an adult age, accidental boners happen that often.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Wait.
What? You heard the construction again? No, yeah, I heard it too. I did hear it. Yeah. But yes,
It bothers you?
It does. It bothers me quite a bit. Yes,
Conor
it does.
McGregor always gets boners.
He gets boners during the weigh-in, though.
Yeah.
I think he gets boners on purpose. I think some of those guys, they just get so intense and like, "Argh!" that all the blood is rushing through their body. And I think Conor McGregor, I've seen other guys get boners at UFC weigh-ins. Sometimes I think that those boners are on purpose. Because realistically, if UFC insists on doing these weigh-ins in front of, you know, an auditorium or an arena sometimes full of people, and how often in life are you going to have the opportunity to be in the best shape ever because you're completely, all your water weight is off of you. You're at your trimmest you will ever be at the weigh-in. You're wearing a tiny little pair of bike shorts. You know, in what other instance will you have the opportunity to have a boner in front of people?
On the beach.
But people would say something. If you had a boner, you can't have a boner on the beach. People go, what are you doing walking around with that thing? But if it's a weigh-in, and you're like, hey, yeah, I know. I know there's construction going on. I heard it again. It bugged me. If you're at the weigh-in and you got a big boner, what are people going to say?
No.
You know? Like, I'm hungry. I'm intense. I'm about to fight. You got to get off my case.
My blood's going everywhere.
Yeah, I got a
What do I
boner.
know? I'm just a boy.
So I think that those are on purpose.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if he gets boners when he's actually fighting, though, Conor McGregor. I would imagine you're too distracted, right? Yeah. Who knows?
There's no way.
I was very relieved. You know, all week long, people have been talking about, I heard the construction again. People have been talking about speaking of Conor McGregor, the big fight that may be happening.
Which fight?
Justin Bieber, Tom Cruise.
Yeah, big one.
Yeah, it's a big fight. Everybody's been talking about it. For a moment, there was a big thing on Twitter where people were challenging celebrities that were 31 years older than they are, because that's the age difference, I suppose, between Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber.
Oh, okay.
But I have good news for everybody.
It's very scary.
Yeah. Good news. I was really worried that we were going to see these two come to fisticuffs and have to pick a favorite, or God forbid, see one of these two American treasures get hurt. Luckily, Justin Bieber has made the grand announcement. He was just playing. Don't worry.
Relief.
He was just playing. He was just doing, and people forget. Justin Bieber has, you know, a sense of humor and a wit about him that is as sharp as a tack. And this was just one of, you know, Justin Bieber's fun, witty, wacky things.
It's good natured.
That he likes to put out there.
It's good natured.
He put out a tweet earlier this week that he said, I want to challenge Tom Cruise to a fight in the octagon. Tom, if you don't take this fight, you're scared, and you will never live it down. Who is willing to put on the fight? At Dana White? And so, you know, it got everybody talking. I guess it did the effect. It was kind of like when Vince Neil challenged Axl Rose to a fight at the VMAs. I challenge you, Axl, to a fight.
Did he mean it?
I mean, he was going to fight him in a parking lot of the VMAs?
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
No, they broke it up?
No, they didn't. It didn't even come close.
Who got hurt?
Nobody. They didn't come to blows. And then history would repeat itself. Kurt Cobain would start shit with Axl at the VMAs.
Did he?
Axl. He was on stage.
That was Kurt, the bass player, Chris.
Oh, was that Chris?
Yeah, he was like, "Hi, Axl."
Oh, that's
Hi,
so
Axl."
great. That's so awesome. Was that before he threw the guitar and smacked himself on the head, knocked him out?
I think so.
Yeah.
What?
You just trying to take a pause for the sounds of construction?
It
stopped. It stopped. All right. I'm sure it's finished now.
Yeah, good.
I'm sure it's done. There it is.
It's closer to you than it is to me.
I know. It's right above my head. I feel like it's happening inside my head, actually. It's driving me insane.
And you hear everyone?
Every single one. Like, if you're smiling and you're going like, oh, I wonder if that's bothering Sam right now, the answer is yes, it is. Whether I'm acknowledging it or not,
it's there.
100%.
And it's annoying you.
It's irritating me very, very much.
You can't overlook it.
No, I have not overlooked not one instance of it this morning.
Sirius isn't powerful enough to be like, hey, there's morning shows going. It's
They don't give a fuck. NBC is NBC.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can't they do it at midnight?
They actually should do it then, but they don't.
Throw some soundproofing somewhere. I don't know.
I mean, that's not going to stop. Soundproofing's not going to stop. That's vibration.
Because that's going through the concrete almost. Like they're like,
You can't put that padding down.
You need like a floating floor.
I'd like to get a floating floor in here. That'd be helpful.
We have one. We're probably on a floating floor.
We actually are. The wire is running through the floor, but I guess they're just doing
like
so
floating
much.
that they're on springs.
Yeah, why are they doing the construction at the beginning of the morning? Everybody's coming to work.
That's the construction workers. Maybe they can't get them at night. Who knows?
Yeah, there's like union rules, maybe.
I guess. Or there's just too much money.
Yeah. Who knows? But here's Justin Bieber. He explains to TMZ paparazzi, who, by the way, that was crazy. Who, by the way, there's like an electric drill in my mouth. Who, by the way, asked...
Is that what you call it?
You like that one, Troy?
I did.
Yeah.
Squirt electric juice?
No, I got it. I got it.
Wasn't sure.
Listen to the TMZ photogs as they just ask way too many questions. Just let the guy talk.
We're gonna fight with Tom Cruise. What if he doesn't accept, Justin? You think you're gonna win? You gonna win, Tom Cruise? You have anybody else in mind? If he doesn't want to accept your challenge? Can I you gonna win that fight? Can I suggest maybe the Jonas Brothers?
I like Justin Bieber. He's just sitting there chilling.
I like him too, but these reporters suck.
The reporters are the worst. But Justin Bieber's sitting there. He's got a T-shirt with Drew Barrymore from E.T. on it. And he's going, man, he's just chilling.
I think he's high.
I do too.
He looks really high.
When I saw this, I was like, I think Justin Bieber just got very high.
Is he
before
married
came
or is just
outside.
engaged?
I think he's married to Haley
they get
Baldwin.
married.
Yeah. He appears to be under quite a bit of influence right now.
And you could tell he's kind of like, oh, I don't want to talk to these people. I probably should.
Yeah, but in reality, he probably shouldn't. He can't even open his eyes.
That's right.
look at his eyes.
Yeah, he's baked.
Yeah.
Nah. You think youth over wisdom? But it's for real about Tom Cruise? You're gonna fight? Nah, but you guys are good friends. I just playing with that. Okay.
See, he said it's a little hard to hear him, but he said, are you serious about Tom Cruise? He said, I was just playing.
Yeah.
He's
He
just
looks
looking,
stoned.
right now he's looking for just some peace and love. You know
That's
what I mean?
a big limo. It's
Yeah,
like a limo bus.
He drives like a party bus everywhere, I guess.
Oh, is that where what he's usually in?
I guess so. That's how a lot of celebrities avoid DUIs and whatnot. They just get something like that that's super comfortable. Somebody else drives it, and they don't even worry about taking sports cars around anymore.
Yeah. You guys.
I don't know.
You don't know him
personally? Tight.
Yeah, he's good, man.
The story is I seen an interview with him.
Okay.
And it was just on my mind. I don't know why I thought about.
Okay.
It was just a random tweet. I do that stuff sometimes.
Right.
Okay.
You know. Yeah, we get it.
Do you hear this guy talking the whole time? Oh yeah, right.
We get it.
It's
Like,
like,
shut the fuck up, Eager.
Get your soundbite, man. I like Justin Bieber too. He's like, it was just a random tweet. You know, I do that sometimes. You're like, Justin Bieber. I forgot. Sometimes he's got to nail us with these. It's one of Bieber's random tweets again. Oh, this guy. He's a rascal.
Well, his judgment is always the best. You mentioned the Anne Frank book a couple years ago.
Yeah.
He just says stupid shit.
Sometimes he does.
The girls like him.
The girls do like him, even though he pissed in the bucket that time.
Even now he's a little older. They still like him.
Oh yeah.
He could piss in the bucket probably. 'Cause he wouldn't get bothered in the men's room.
Yeah, I think he just saw the bucket and wanted to piss.
Yeah.
I think maybe he'd had a couple drinks, wanted to piss out.
I think he probably did too.
Yeah, he just saw a bucket and he was like, I could piss in that bucket. We've all been there.
Oh yeah.
You know?
You sure he got a good laugh out of it?
I think he probably whipped my ass in the fight.
All right, man. You got some skills though, man. I see you're good on that.
These guys are fucking unbearably bad.
They just are dripping with desperation.
Yeah. You got skills?
What are you talking about? When have you ever seen Justin Bieber in a fight? You're an MMA fighter, Justin. What?
Well, he does boxing. There's videos of him boxing.
That's great.
I guess there's videos of Tom Cruise jumping from building to building.
That's true.
Tom Cruise would have probably won that fight.
Oh, he's a little guy.
Who, Biebs or Tom? Biebs is a little guy too.
Tom's old.
Yeah, but he does all his own stunts. Plus, he's got that Scientology juice, whatever he's doing.
Yeah, whatever he does.
Yeah. Scientology keeps him young.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And through any means necessary.
That's right.
He's a pretty big movie star.
Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
That's a really good insight.
Thank you. The guy yesterday played Goose.
Anthony Edwards was 2 days ago.
2 days ago played Goose.
I know. We talked to him about it.
I know.
So
we didn't talk about when he got his head smashed.
So we're calling it off. Any tension between Tom Cruise and Justin Bieber?
Hopefully it gets. We don't need that.
No, Justin Bieber was just playing. You don't want Scientology to come after Justin Bieber.
Yep. Has he had any new songs recently?
No, I think he's taking. He said at one point he was taking a break from public life.
Okay.
But he's not. I mean, he's had songs throughout. So I think if he came out with another song, it'd be a hit. There's no like Justin Bieber is not one of these sort of. He was popular when he was a kid. Now he's washed up. He's been able to
kind of string
evolve.
it through. Yeah, he's better than like Leif Garrett couldn't pull it off.
No.
But that's because there wasn't social media. There was all. That's where social
Yeah.
media helps these guys because they can stay relevant and in the conversation by just tweeting and talking, and they keep getting talked about. They put a song out and will get 1 million or 10 million views just because people will click on it, so it looks successful.
Biebs also, yeah, you're right about that for sure. And Biebs also did a pretty good job of kind of changing his style up. Like he definitely took a lot from electronic music in the sort of the later songs.
Yeah, Diplo made him cool.
Yes.
He brought him back.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And those songs became massive, massive hits.
Huge.
They're great songs.
Yeah.
He collaborated with Ed Sheeran. Oh,
he did.
Ed Sheeran's awful looking.
He is, but I think Ed Sheeran gives a lot of people hope.
Yeah, Rocky Dennis.
Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran makes people feel like, because the girls love Ed Sheeran.
He's a good singer, right?
Yeah.
And didn't he get like sued for some copyright thing though?
I think he did. He stole like a Marvin Gaye.
Tom Petty.
Was it Tom Petty?
I thought it was Marvin Gaye too.
I thought Thinking Out Loud was a Marvin Gaye. I know Marvin Gaye was Robin Thicke for sure.
Yeah.
And he lost that one. Robin Thicke lost
How much
that
money
one.
did they?
I think that they just have to give a lot of the publishing to Marvin Gaye's family.
And they lose all the money they've made?
Yeah. But Ed Sheeran did, he got sued as well. Yeah, Marvin Gaye as well.
Yeah, boy, it all took from Marvin.
Yeah. I think Thinking Out Loud was a Marvin Gaye lyric. That's what they said, right? Was it Thinking Out Loud?
He got sued for $100 million. Come on, wow.
Ed Sheeran?
Oh yeah, he did it. Tom Petty as well.
But he didn't get sued.
I think he had to give up some of his royalties.
Oh, he did? He just admitted? He was like, yeah, okay, you can.
No, I just think it's too close.
Let me hear the free falling thing. I don't even like the song. It sounds just like fucking Tom Petty.
You don't like Free
cute.
Fallin'?
Can I tell you
No,
something?
especially with the Stratosphere.
Ugh. I'm not a Tom Petty fan.
He has a couple songs.
Couple songs.
Yeah. But yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh. They're saying the melody's the same?
I mean, that's fucking Tom Petty.
Well, they're combining the two songs.
Oh, there's
Yeah.
ones where they play them back to back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
From
Tom.
the belly to belly.
Yeah, that was Tom Petty's instrumental with Ed Sheeran's vocals over it. I think they're just saying that the melody's the same there.
Well, I don't know what Ed Sheeran's version
Oh,
is.
maybe it was Sam Smith. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
But it was
Sounds
yeah.
nothing like it.
What doesn't?
The commercial.
Oh, yeah. But Ed Sheeran did get sued by Marvin Gaye. I heard it.
Yeah, for Let's Get It On.
What?
He's not asking you,
Oh.
Joe. Yeah, Ed Sheeran. I think they said "Let's Get It On" was the same. It was Thinking Out Loud. Though,
Thinking
right?
Out Loud. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
here's the Sam Smith one if you want to hear that.
I don't really care about Sam Smith. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing about Sam Smith. He's not exactly. If you're suing Sam, you could get some cash out of Sam Smith, but "Stay With Me" was huge.
The song was massive.
But then after that, Ed Sheeran has a lot to take from.
Yeah.
If whose Siri went off? My thing. Why is my Siri going
It
off?
heard
What are
Ed
you looking
Sheeran,
for?
which is one of your more popular searches.
Ed Sheeran is being searched by Siri right now. Go away, Siri. I had to turn stupid Siri on. It's never been on, but my new car has the Apple CarPlay thing, so I can talk to my phone while I'm driving, and it plays through the stereo and on the screen. So I had to turn my Siri on so I could say, hey, play Natalie and Bruglia on my way to work.
Wait, what did you want to hear?
If you hadn't interrupted me, you would know.
Natalie and Bruglia, what song?
Doesn't matter. You interrupted me, and you had nothing.
Da 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 da. What? What's her big song?
That was it. Da 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 da. I'm going to be honest. You're not that far off.
No, I know it.
I was listening to
I
Natalie.
can't feel that high. Da 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 da. Da da change. Da da get on the floor. Yeah.
Okay, all right, there it is. There it is. You got there at the end. Yeah, I did on the way to work. I did.
What's it called?
Torn.
Torn. I never would remember that.
On the way to work, I did ask my phone to play this song.
Oh, what a fucking...
It really actually brightened my spirits quite a lot. It's a great song.
It reminded you of your anus.
My anus was not torn. It's not about...
That was a good one.
I don't understand, but the song is not literally about being torn.
That's why you also like the song Fucked in Bread.
I don't know that I've ever heard that number. I just like songs that remind me of my bunghole.
Yeah, and the things that have been done to it.
I love
I remember this
the
song.
Rolling Stones song, Shove a Rolling Pin in It. Yeah,
I remember when Jim Florentine and I were doing a pilot for VH1.
Yeah.
Our characters' names were Jerry and Morris. And it was almost like a Beavis and Butthead. We were like roommates.
But it was like light,
There was
like
a
real life?
Yeah, a gay couple, and then there was another guy and a girl couple, and they were all watching videos, and we would comment in our apartments, and there would be like little storylines running, and this was one of the videos. What year was this?
Probably 98.
Yeah, late 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this song.
And we'd go into VH1 and write, and we had to write like a storyline for ourselves. And of course, it was that we found some girl's panties in the fucking dryer. I wish we had those pilots.
Yeah, I would love to see them.
Yeah.
I would love to see them.
And they did it where they replaced me and Jim for one version of the pilot, where Joe Matarese and somebody else played our characters, and then they hired us back to do another version of the pilot. It was called
what a mess.
I don't remember what it was called. God, I remember it's really going. I don't think I would remember that anyway.
I was in a big female singer-songwriter mood this morning. I mean, I fall into that mood actually quite often.
I do too.
But yeah, because I've never had Siri on. Now it's going off. I hate it. But you got to turn it on because you got to ask your phone stuff while you're driving. Otherwise, why have it plugged in?
Yeah.
And so I said, play some Michelle Branch after Natalie Imbruglia. And then after that, I moved right on to my tried and true, which is Amy Mann, obviously.
I thought it was, what's her name?
Avril Lavigne?
Yeah.
That's when I want to get a little poppy. You know what I mean? I don't really consider Avril Lavigne a female singer-songwriter, even though I guess she is. She's more of a pop star. Whereas these...
She's like a punk.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's more like when I'm in the mood for some punk. You know what I mean? When I want to listen to punk, that's when I
Like
listen to
real
that.
punk.
Yeah.
She married somebody from a real punk band.
You talking about Sum 41?
Yep.
Yeah. Sum 41's a dope band, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I want to get punk, I either listen to Sum 41 or Avril Lavigne.
Or Everclear or Dishwalla.
I like Everclear, yeah. Yeah. Dishwalla is pretty good. As far as real, like, when you want to get into that CBGB stuff, like when you want to get into real New York punk, yeah. Yeah, I like Dishwalla.
I am trying to think of the name of this pilot. It's going to drive me. I just texted Jim Florentine. It's
To
gonna drive
find
me
out what the
crazy.
name is?
Yeah, because we said it so many times.
You know who she moved on to after she divorced the guy from Sum 41? She married the guy from Nickelback. And I would imagine the guy from Sum 41 was like feeling as cool as you can get, because people would go, how do you go lower than marrying the guy from Sum 41? And then Avril was like, hold my beer.
Yeah, what song was it? What year is this? Because that will give me the...
97.
Oh,
so
is it
yeah,
97?
We probably shot that in 97 or 98.
That makes sense.
Yeah, 98, because Dice was in one of the pilots, and they didn't use that version. They're
This-
so stupid.
This was huge, this song.
I
And then
know.
do you remember her follow-up hit?
Yes.
Which one?
Sunday's my fun day.
There was no follow-up hit. That was it. This was it. For poor Natalie. She tried, I think.
That's all you need.
Yeah,
though.
she had another song.
But it wasn't.
It was...
Yeah, she was in the era when you could put out one song and it will last forever.
And you're fine.
This
Couch
song-
Potatoes.
Ugh.
It was called Couch Potatoes.
What a horrible name. I mean, you talk about an effortless name.
I wouldn't have remembered that, but I'm glad Jim told me.
All right, they just put no energy into naming that show.
Couch Potato. It won't...
Beavis and Butthead, what are they, a couple couch potatoes? Hey, that gives me an idea for a new song.
She was very cute, though.
She's still hot.
Still. Yeah.
She's incredible.
How old is she? Like 45?
Let's see. How old's Natalie Imbruglia?
Give her a good buggering.
44. That's okay.
Yeah.
I'll date that 44-year-old.
Hell yeah.
Right?
No.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know. 44. She's about to. Would you deal with Natalie Imbruglia if she's about to go through menopause?
I'd put it in.
Okay, that's not what I'm
gonna
asking.
guess. Here's what I'm gonna guess.
I mean, Troy. That's not even. It's obvious.
She probably has 2 kids. One is 7 and one is 11.
She was, for a while, she was married to the lead singer of Silverchair, known in some circles as Mini Nirvana, but then they broke up. So you think she's married to somebody else now?
She's divorced.
Oh,
so she's single. Does she have kids? No kids.
Ooh.
Oh, good.
Yeah, what's
Divorced and no kids?
Yeah.
Hello.
I'd let her toot on it.
Oh, yeah.
Good for you, Jim. Good for you.
Make that popping sound.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, good for you.
Would you let her pop it?
Yeah, let her do anything.
Josh in Illinois has a great question. What's up, Josh?
Good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Yeah, I was just calling to check in with you, Sammy Shitbags,
Mhm.
to see if that construction was still going on.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
just curious.
Construction is still happening. It's right. It feels like it's all around me. I can't tell if it's right above my head or right below me. But yep, it's still happening, and it's driving me crazy.
All right, good. Love you guys.
Okay, thank you very much for checking in. That was super, super important. Important.
Some important. So I was
know.
thinking of Natalie Portman.
No,
Natalie and Bruglia.
I didn't even consider Natalie Portman.
Where's Bill Pullman?
I don't know. What are you asking me
Mr.
for? Like I'm
Travis.
his publicist.
Bill, I don't know.
Is he in the building?
No, we're the first show he's doing.
Well, has he gotten here yet? I mean, actually, I have to piss, but I don't want to,
You don't want to miss Bill Pullman.
Oh, yeah.
Just wait a minute.
Well, I don't know. Anyway,
I mean, we took a break 30 minutes ago.
yeah, I know.
It's true.
I'm just saying I drank a large coffee.
Yeah, you gotta. Well, you're like, oh, I gotta piss. Let me drink this bottle of water right now.
I'm thirsty.
Well,
I drink a large coffee.
you gotta moisten the throat. You gotta stay hydrated. It's super important.
Indeed, I do. I'm just wondering what time he's going to get here.
Well, he's scheduled to be here any minute. Bill Pullman, of course, he's the star of The Sinner.
Yeah, I'd make her pregnant.
See,
Me too.
Put a baby in her.
Fuck yeah.
Fatten her up a little.
you guys are just unoriginal nonsense.
What? Well, of course, it's an original. That's been going on since humanity started. Knocking them up.
Yeah, that's how humanity got started.
Like, that's her guy.
Yeah. Let me
Look,
see.
there's hope. There's hope for us, Jim.
That's
You know
not
what?
That's not a guy.
This goes back to the conversation we had earlier, Troy. You think that guy's got money?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he does.
That
He's
might
good
not
to
even be your
go.
husband. You're not Bill Pullman.
That's actually Handsome Rob. He works for us.
Where is he?
Handsome Rob is your young boy.
Checking in any second.
what Spencer said.
So he's not here.
That's okay.
All right, you guys talk. I'll go. Because I have to pee badly, and I'm not going to make it through an interview.
You have to pee in the last 30 minutes?
Half hour? Yeah, I got to pee again.
Oh, my God.
I'm an older man.
You're falling apart, bro. You get 10 glasses. You have to pee every 30 minutes. Do you worry about Jim sometimes, Travis?
All the time.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can go an hour and a half with him being just fine, and then 30 minutes later he's pissing twice.
I think about Jim's pissing a lot because he pisses all the time. And I noticed that the first time it really became a thing, first time we went to Comic-Con when we traveled together, and it was like we spent the whole day on the Comic-Con floor. And when I tell you, and this is years and years ago, but when I tell you the amount of times that he had to stop what we were doing to go to the bathroom, it was absolute insanity. I think this is very, very deeply psychological.
Yeah, I think a lot of it's mental.
Yeah, I think that, we already know half the time we talk about stuff on the show and he ends up bringing it back to, I couldn't do that because I'd have to worry about going to the bathroom number 2. He'd have to work, like, there are things that stop him in life. Like the way menopause stops Troy from happiness. Bowel movements stop Jim from happiness. Like there are things that Jim could do, but he sits there and he goes, I can't do this. You should have seen him at Colin's wedding. It took us, and this I forgot to mention it. We had to move from seat to seat because he was getting a little nervous because during the ceremony, he was trying to get an aisle seat. So that during the wedding ceremony, in case he had to leave to go to the bathroom, it would be okay.
I get it, though.
But he bases his life on how am I going to go to the bathroom easily.
The ceremonies are quick. Nobody leaves a wedding ceremony to go to the bathroom. I've never seen anybody in my wedding, in any wedding I've ever been to. I've never seen a person leave a wedding ceremony to go to the bathroom unless it was a very old man who was worried about having a diarrhea problem.
I get it, though, man. Like, as soon as I get pee anxiety, too.
What do you stop with the anxiety? Stop worrying about everything.
Well, that's why I'm in therapy, Sam.
Well, it's not doing the trick.
You're in therapy for pee anxiety?
I'm in therapy for life.
The therapist goes to Troy and he's like, "You have what's the anxiety called?
Anticipatory anxiety.
You have anticipatory anxiety." And Troy goes, "Does that apply to piss as well?" And the guy goes, "Yes, it does." As a matter of fact,
If I don't have an aisle seat on an airplane, I have like a mini meltdown.
First of all, you don't need to have a meltdown, but an aisle. First, you could pick an aisle seat.
Yeah, but sometimes you can't. Sometimes if the flight's a last minute thing.
Oh, right, I understand. But An airplane thing is okay. I'm talking about at a wedding ceremony. These things last 20 minutes, and you got to make sure you have an aisle seat. Did that come out okay?
Yeah, great.
I was just telling the guys that I'd forgotten to talk about how you were a little stressed out at the beginning of Colin's wedding because you were trying to get an aisle seat in the ceremony, and you couldn't get one because you were worried you might have to go to the bathroom during the ceremony.
Yeah, I wound up being okay, but
of course. And I said my retort was, I've literally never seen anybody get up during a wedding ceremony to go to the bathroom.
yeah, you got to pee, man.
They're not long.
I pee a lot. Well, that's why. I mean, his especially wasn't. But yeah, that's why. I mean, I've learned how to be comfortable, and I piss a lot.
Yeah, but we go an hour and a half every morning.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I go without pissing. It is what it is.
But remember,
sometimes knowing you're not going to be able to makes you want to go.
Jim has also said in the past that sometimes he'll go to piss and then he'll come back and he'll realize he didn't get all of it out.
If I have to piss badly, like if I
which I've never heard of before.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. Like your bladder doesn't fully empty, and then a few minutes later, you're like, wow, because I was holding it. Like in my sleep, that happens a lot, where I'll be asleep, wake up and have to piss terribly, go pee, and then realize like, wow, it's not even all out. Like my body was holding.
Yeah, but then you just let it go in the bed.
Sometimes.
And then what, do you get up and change the sheets?
No.
You go back to sleep?
I scoot over.
It's a big bad, right?
I skedaddle over.
Yeah. Do you think you don't think that the piss is psychological?
Part of it is, sure.
Oh, okay.
What size bed do you have?
I have a king, not a California king, but a king.
Yeah, I like a king.
King bed is good.
How about you, Troy?
Queen.
You sleep in that with a girl?
On occasion.
I mean, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Too small.
I've gone back, like when we're at hotels now, and it's one of those, like, you have two queen beds in the room, and it's Jess and me in the queen bed. It feels so small.
It does, right?
You get spoiled so easily by these king beds.
I love a good king.
Yeah, I get room to stretch out. It's great. It's great. But yeah, I do think the piss is psychological.
Part of it is, yeah. I think you're right.
We're waiting on Bill Pullman.
Yeah, because Spencer said he's walking over from 30 Rock, so hopefully soon.
Oh, I wonder what he's doing, the Today Show?
I'm going to guess, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what's on 30 on NBC.
NBC, they do the Today Show. ABC has GMA. NBC has Today Show.
You guys can go about your show.
We're doing it. That's what we're doing. What do you mean we can go about the show?
No, I mean, like, you don't have any guests coming in.
Why?
What?
What do you mean?
You mean in general?
Today?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We have Bill Pullman.
Nope.
Bill Pullman will be in any second.
No, he won't.
Yes,
Why?
he will. He's booked.
Nope.
He's the president.
He's not coming in.
Why?
His rep fucked up.
You better believe she fucked up.
What do you mean they fucked?
He's coming in later at like 11. He was coming in to do our show.
Yeah.
And then he's doing the Today Show. And then he's coming back at 11.
Yeah. Great.
And
cool. That's what we're doing.
Spencer just pulled me aside and said, this whole time when I've been talking to the rep and them saying like, yeah, he's a few minutes out.
Yeah.
They were talking about the Today Show. And then he says, where is he?
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh my God, I fucked up.
Can I tell you something right now?
Mm-hmm.
I believe Spencer.
Yep.
I do not believe the person talking
Bill
to
just
Spencer.
didn't want to do it.
I believe either Bill didn't want to do it or the publicist didn't want to deal with it.
He's going to forward me the email. He said, I need that in writing so they believe me.
I completely believe Spencer. 100% I believe Spencer. And, sometimes when you're dealing with publicists, it is what it is. You gotta
I believe
continue this
Spencer. Yeah, I don't think
relationship.
he's lying.
Yeah.
I think that
Spencer's an advocate for ours. He's a friend of ours.
maybe she didn't want to.
I think that
Bill just didn't feel like doing press earlier.
He's up. He's ready. He's ready. He was texting with him.
No, but he's got to go do.
I think that she didn't want to bring him back and forth. I think it's the publicist's call. I don't even think it's Bill Pullman.
Maybe. But we're already going there. Why are we going to go there twice? I can picture him saying that. I can picture any person saying, well, I don't want to go to the same place twice.
Oh, we might get him tomorrow morning.
That's great. We're not here.
Oh, wait. Yeah, we're not here.
Travis, we're not here tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Do you want to interview?
Yeah, I'll interview.
Yeah. Why go do that? I mean, I'm going to do the Today Show. Why would I go back and forth?
Travis,
that's
Troy.
for Artie Pullman.
Artie Pullman, yeah. Troy, I'm not going to be able to ask him about the aliens. I'm sorry about that. Okay. You okay with that?
Well, it's a little bit of a bummer.
Yeah, okay.
But
all right.
What can you do?
Well, thanks for nothing, Bill Pullman and Reps.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. It wasn't a mistake, you don't think?
No.
Right.
Of course it wasn't.
Right. No, I don't think
but
so.
I do believe Spencer, but of course it was
I believe
not.
Spencer, but I think that Spencer is being misled.
I think that the publicist.
I think he's being bamboozled. I think he's being hoodwinked.
I think the publicist. I think Bill just probably didn't feel like doing. He's like, I don't want to get up earlier and go there. I'll just go to the TV show and then go do radio after. Because none of them have any respect for radio.
Is that how he sounds?
Huh?
Is that how he sounds?
Yeah.
So you think that
That's by casual Bill Pullman.
Right, because they just group like radio all together. I just do all the shows when I go over there. Why do I got to go do this show and then do all the other shows? I just do the shows when I get there.
Yeah.
Well, fuck that.
Yeah.
We'll be okay. We'll survive.
We sure will. It's annoying.
Yeah. I thought like you, Travis, you were
We
taking...
didn't take other people.
Right, exactly. Like we scheduled our day around him. He's not coming in now. I thought you were taking a shot, Travis.
Meanwhile, Ozzy wanted to come in, and I said no.
Because of Bill Pullman?
That's right.
That's a surprise.
You thought I was taking a shot when I was like, you guys can do your show?
Yeah, I thought you were saying like, all right, go on with the show. And I'm like, I'm trying to. I'm regrouping. I'm doing the thing. And then I found out it was because you were saying the thing that you thought was going to happen, that won't be happening.
Yeah.
And theoretically, Jim did not have to go piss. You planned your piss around Bill Pullman.
I planned my body reacts to that man.
That's all right, because in 5 minutes when Jim has to go to the bathroom again, we can take a break.
That's true.
Because we still need to take a break.
Yeah, I mean, I was going
to...
to...
and then I think we have a phoner.
How many times a day?
Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, maybe. Who knows now?
Really?
Yeah. I'll tell you this, he's not sneaking his phone in his pants, that's for sure.
Why? There's plenty of room.
Yeah, no, I would see it in there.
Oh, I don't know who.
Matt Iceman.
Oh. Now, you know what song I think of a lot?
Is it Natalie and Bruglia, Torn? Because if it's true, then I'm in the same boat. Oh, what?
Is it what you were tweeting about last night?
No, I just like those songs. I love the Bruce Springsteen's Youngstown's my favorite. I'm not a Springsteen fan. I like maybe 3-4 songs, but I like, that's a great song, Youngstown. There's an acoustic version from Letterman that I tweeted, which I love.
So what is the song you think of a lot?
And it's not the other one either, which was Ronnie Drew.
Yeah, I was annoyed when you tweeted that.
You don't like Irish folk? I like him. I'm not a big Irish folk music, but he has one of the best voices ever.
So what was the song that you were thinking of?
The Give Me a Break theme song.
Of Kit Kat song?
No.
Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar?
Give me a break, shorties. Or you hear that? You remember Nell Carter and Dolph Sweet?
Of course I do not. I'm 35. You know?
So what?
Nobody remembers that.
Yes, they do.
Bro, this isn't the song we're talking about.
This is not the song. That's a good one, though. You gotta let it play for just a second. Hey, it's good. You don't like this?
No.
You don't think he has a good voice?
I don't think that he's not talented.
He's dead.
That doesn't mean I don't think he wasn't talented.
All right, you can turn it off. I like it. Give me a break theme song.
Bishop in Chicago has a point to make.
Don Juan Bishop?
In terms of what we're talking about. What's up, Bishop?
Independence Day, the presidential speech by Bill Pullman.
Uh-huh.
As annoying as John Travolta's goodbye in fucking Face Off.
Yeah, it was bad.
A horrible speech.
Going darkly into that night.
Worst speech in cinema history.
Honestly,
you're probably
yeah.
right. Thank you, Bishop.
Thank
You're
you.
right. You're probably right about that. Here's your theme song, Jim.
Hang on one second. Sorry, I was just queuing it up.
A little operator error, no problem.
No, I'm just trying to
It's
make
okay.
sure.
A little slow to the punch. No
You ever
problem.
heard this?
I'm sure I have, but it's just not. I mean, the show's not on my radar. It's very old. I talk about some old stuff, but this is very, very old.
80s. From Mr. 80s, this is from the 80s.
Who's Mr. 80s?
Yeah, we guys always talk about the 80s.
What are you talking about? I talk about Nelly and Bruglia. I talk about the 90s
No, but you talk
nonstop. I do miss when shows would have theme songs like this, like specialized. And there is something about these TV theme
They're
songs.
catchy.
Whatever era you grew up with, you just worship them, right? I can't make fun of you for liking your TV songs.
I don't even like this that much. I just remember, Lara Jill Miller. Yeah, she was cute.
God, it was
Joey
on for
Lawrence?
6 years.
What?
It was on for 6 years.
I know.
Never heard of it.
It was. I'm gonna guess it was 85 to 91.
No.
What?
81 to 87.
Wow,
Yeah, 'cause
that old.
Joey
huh?
Lawrence did Blossom after this, and he was like a heartthrob. He's a little kid on this.
Give me a break. Wow, 81 to 87. I didn't realize it was that early.
John in Canada. What's up, John?
Hey guys, big fan.
Thanks.
Just wondering why there's no live stream on YouTube anymore.
I mean, I don't know. That wasn't our thing.
We don't live stream. We're not allowed to live stream.
We're actually SiriusXM is a subscription service.
Yeah.
We try to get people to pay for the show.
Where were you seeing the live stream? Or don't say the name of the place, but was it on just somebody's site, or was it a Sirius XM site?
It was on a Jim and Sam channel on YouTube.
I'm going to take a wild guess that somebody around here figured out that there was copyrights being violated and
Yeah.
decided to execute on their legal actions.
Yeah, there are times where fans will contact us and they say like, "Yeah, what happened?" Look, the attorneys once in a while they pick up an axe and they go out and they fucking
They don't talk
they
to us
chop
about
up
it.
these fucking streams.
I mean, at the end of the day, Jim and I don't necessarily, we don't have like bonuses for subscribers. So however people listen to the show, I don't really care. Listen to the show.
I don't really care because the more people that listen to it, however they're listening to it, the more people that are like, at least they'll hear a ticket plug.
Right. It's better for us. Like it's just more interest in the show. But, Sirius is in the business of trying to get people to pay to listen to this nonsense. So every now and then, I guess these lawyers go out. Maybe the lawyers went out and, chop the balls off of one of these YouTubers. I don't know, John.
All right, thanks, guys.
Okay, but you're listening to us now, aren't you? So,
No, actually, I haven't listened the past couple days because the stream was down.
John, please subscribe to Sirius.
Yeah, just subscribe to it.
That's the other thing.
You
Like,
get
and don't be a fan of the show and then say hey, why aren't you guys on YouTube anymore? Well, why don't you actually subscribe to the show if you're a fan?
Yeah.
It's a two-way street.
Well, I'd
here.
rather listen to something for free than pay for it if I could. I'd
Do you
always
think
take that option.
that's then why wasn't Napster a success, Jim? If that's the way people feel.
No, but they would rather.
Why didn't anybody use Napster?
Everybody.
What? What? So you're saying the general public prefers free to paying?
Sure. I don't blame
Oh, shoot.
So Give Me a Break was...
Why are we going back to that?
Actually,
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, it's 81 to 87. Wow.
Yeah.
13. Dolph Sweet was great. He was in The Wanderers. Do you know who Dolph Sweet? You don't know Dolph Sweet.
Yeah, I was just thinking about Dolph Sweet the other day.
Yeah, I was
so
too.
much going on in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a break.
He's dead now.
Good.
Yeah, he passed away.
Well, here's what we're going to do.
He died in 85?
Yeah, man.
Wait, he died while Give Me a Break was still happening?
We lost Jim.
Yeah.
I didn't know Dolph Sweet died in 85 and it ran from 81 to 87. They did two. What did the series do?
We should do a new segment called News from 30 Years Ago with Jim Norton.
Wow.
If it happened 30 years ago, it happened here.
Let me see death. What did he do? Oh, stomach cancer.
You give us
Fuck.
10 minutes, we'll give you news from 30 years ago.
Go high. Wow. Oh, he's in so many movies, though. He had a very good, actually, not that many. A good, The Wanderers, yeah.
You know what we need? I want a sounder for the Wayback Machine. and I want, Travis, I want you to play it whenever Jim decides to step into the Wayback Machine.
Lords of Flatbush, he was
a lot
in.
of use out of that button.
Henry Winkler, Sylvester Stallone. I liked Ducky. I think that was Sylvester Stallone's character. That was 70.
When was the Lords of Flatbush? 74. 1974. Okay.
And then the Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3 in 74. It was a good year for Dolph Sweet.
That's 40 years ago.
Just got done asking people to pay for this.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not? And what are you going to hear? The same old thing every other show's talking about? Trump. You know what? Tune in. Get your Dolph Sweet news here.
Yeah, get your Dolph Sweet coverage.
I guarantee no other radio show's talking about Give Me a Break this
Or
morning.
Dolph Sweet.
Or
yeah.
Dolph Sweet. And The Wanderers.
That's
the
right.
real breakout hit for Dolph Sweet.
It was a big movie, yeah.
It was
Warriors
a big movie.
was better, I think, but The Wanderers was good.
Wow. We should get into that in our cinephile debate show that we're pitching.
Anytime. That means I like new movies.
Okay, that's not file. File isn't. Well, never mind. We should take a break. We
Yeah,
have
we
Bill
should.
Pullman coming in.
Yeah, we do. Can't wait.
We got a lot to do, but I wanted to.
Oh,
talk-
he was in Heart to Heart. I never liked that show.
Yeah, no.
I never liked Cagney and Lacey either,
Oh my God.
which Bill Pullman was in.
Oh well, we could have asked him about
I
it.
was going to.
But he's decided. So, Bill, I hope you're happy. You're robbing the people of what could have been a magical conversation.
Absolutely.
About Cagney and Lacey.
Yeah.
Is that the show?
Wait. Okay, it
What?
stopped.
There's construction again.
You heard it?
Yeah, there was. We're gonna take a break. Jim is gonna be in Montreal. It's part of
July
the-
27th.
July 27th is part of Just for Laughs Comedy Festival. Get those tickets.
Pre-sale tickets. I'll tweet out the pre-sale. They go on sale in 40 minutes. And then the real tickets are on sale tomorrow. So if you're listening, you'll get at least a pre-sale code.
Yes. And we get back. There's a couple of things. I wanted to talk about some of this deep fake stuff that's going on.
It's right now still kind of recognizable.
You can tell
5
now.
years from now,
It's gonna be real tough.
I mean, they'll have to have some kind of a system, but they're going to be so good at it. that almost video evidence will no longer mean anything. Video
Because it's so easy to fake.
Yeah, so this is like okay, and here's where it gets crazy. And people have
Hang
always
on, do you
thought
want
I
to
was-
save this for after break? So we don't go down the rabbit hole yet?
Yeah, but we will go down it for a second. 'Cause
Okay.
everybody thinks I'm crazy.
All right, let's
but I've
do
been
it.
saying this for years.
As soon as we get back, we'll get into it.
I have to tinkle again.
You do, right? Maybe
Yeah.
all of it didn't come out.
That's what happens. There's some right now. It's in the head.
When you say like that happens to a lot of people, I've never ever heard of anybody saying that except
That's
you.
because you're not open enough people to talk about it.
Troy, you ever have to piss again because it didn't all come out?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Thanks,
I'm
Troy.
in the wrong.
He
Rob?
knows.
Okay.
Of course you have. Why would you? Because you sit and finish.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and
Welcome back. It's Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. Thursday.
What is this?
It sounds like Silverchair to me. Mini Nirvana.
This is good.
Yeah.
It's not as good as Ronnie Drew.
Well, here's what happened. They grew up into grown people, and they were like, oh, it was amazing when little kids could sing this. But adults sing it, yeah, like every adult does this. This isn't that special anymore.
It's like Hanson.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, look at these little kids sing Bop. And then later on, it was like, why are those adults singing Bop?
It's still a great song. You can't trash Bop.
I didn't trash it.
I love Bop. That's like a perfect pop song.
I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch, but it's still
You don't
good.
love
It is. Yes, I do. Absolutely.
Let me hear a little bop. I haven't heard it in years.
You got it, Travis? I got it.
You get it. I'm rocking out the Silverchair.
Speaking of the way, I love that like we make fun of Jim for going into the Wayback Machine, but because we're of the same generation, when we go back in time, it's like, no, this is cool.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
That's what
It's
you
like
said
the
when you
most
were sad.
ridiculous, like
You said, pop. It's just you and your dad.
But his mom's the one that
He was empathizing.
Just such a stretch.
I know.
It was so
Sorry.
unnecessary.
You're right. I apologize.
I do like the cute little girl on the keyboards.
I believe those are all boys.
No, not
I
the
thought it
middle
was a girl
one.
first.
The middle one's definitely a girl, right? Taylor.
Did girls like them when this came out?
Oh yeah.
Except you know what the
It's
problem
not
was?
a good song, Travis.
Yeah. No, it is.
The
No,
old-
it's not. Because you styled your hair like him. That's why you
Yeah.
like this, you fruit.
Everybody did back in the
Travis
day.
tried to look like one of the Hanson brothers.
Yeah.
You know, Hanson's actually my cousins.
Yeah.
He was a liar in high
Yes,
school.
Exactly. Dush. This sucks.
But the girls didn't like the older Hanson.
Oh no. Well, no, he's not good looking.
No.
This is not a good
The older one, the
bop.
tall one.
The tall one.
Yeah, he's awkward looking. Everybody liked.
No, the other two are girls. The one with the braids and the
that
middle
is
one.
a boy.
What?
And the drummer is also a boy.
Wow. Well,
I can tell you right now, that kid's not really playing the drums.
come on.
Nope.
Well, not in the video.
Just
Did
for
they
the
play?
video.
Did they play live concerts or no?
They still do.
They still do.
Oh, okay.
You can see them at Epcot.
Yes, you can.
They're just not playing it for the video, like the Lone Rangers. You know, it's a video.
Oh, kid's good.
That kid keeps playing the same two notes.
That's all you need.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think? This is a complicated song?
Yeah. You're such a Hanson hater.
A little
Troy
fat
is hating
fingers.
on Hanson.
He's,
I don't
he's
hate on
jealous. He's jealous of Mbop's
That
success.
kid can't play drums.
It's
It's,
very
not, it's
clear.
not a great song, Travis.
It's a great song.
I mean,
He
I
looks like Kurt Cobain. It's not good.
I can say good. I can't even come close to perfect.
That's fine.
but-
You're
Yeah,
insane.
it's fine.
Travis raved.
Yeah.
Travis
I
had
love
a
this
crush
song.
on one of them.
I think
Why are you
Travis would.
saying
I
that in
think
the
Travis.
past tense?
Travis would have taken any of the three. To tell you the truth.
Travis wanted the drummer to sit in his lap.
Or
They're kids.
I should say,
Yeah, but you were young when it came out.
not that young.
Yeah, no, I was of age.
Travis would have allowed any of the three to take him. I
Yeah.
should say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Travis wanted to pay them to defecate in a pizza box.
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. We got there quick.
This is 97. I was 17, 16.
So we were talking about deep faking before the break. Deep fake. That was quick. Deep faking is.
That's the new thing on the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, you had some Montone fingers on that one.
Yeah.
Deep faking. Deep faking is the new practice. Well, it's not that new, but like now it's becoming very, very easy to do. It's where it's what Kyle Dunnigan does pretty much.
Yep.
It's when you go online and you take a video of somebody and you morph your face into them so that you can kind of make it seem like they're saying something, but in reality, it's you doing an impression of that person. So what caught my eye most recently yesterday was that they were actually able to catch a pedophile cop.
Oh, with that was Instagram.
with this technology, and it was like
he wasn't
real-
a pedophile. I think the girl was like 16. It was illegal, but he wasn't. He's not like a fucking looking for an 8-year-old, unless he was a child pornographer.
Yeah, I mean, I thought pedophile was just underage.
No, there's a difference between 16 and 9.
Is there a distinction, or are you just saying that in your head?
Both. I mean, I am saying.
I'm asking, like, yeah, if there's a legal.
But legally, yeah. I mean, plus, if you knew someone who's like, well, she's 16, she's cute, you'd be like, yeah, it's a little young. But hey, she's 6.
Yeah, but I mean, like when they bring you in.
I think there's probably a difference. I don't know legally what it is, but anyway,
Sexual assault of a minor.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't know what the difference legally would be. But I know he thought he was talking to a fucking 16-year-old girl.
So this dude, I guess, had heard some stories about this guy who was a cop, and he put the Snapchat filter on his face, which everybody is doing. There's these Snapchat filters that can turn can turn a guy into a girl, can turn a girl into a guy, can turn you into a kid, and they look scary.
It's crazy.
Real.
Now, is that a photo or video?
Photo.
Okay.
So he sent the photo to this, this cop looking for underage chicks, I guess, and was able to have a conversation with him based on the photo that, used all this explicit stuff. They set up a sting operation, and they got the guy. And he wasn't, and the forgery, the fake photo, wasn't using any major technology.
No,
wasn't
just
using
Snapchat.
It was literally just using that Snapchat filter that everybody posts as like a goof.
It's crazy. And the deep fake videos, which again, right now are still, you could still see it, but they're pretty good considering they're brand new.
Mm-hmm.
5 years from now, they will be undetectable.
The only thing they're going to have to figure out is the audio.
Which they'll get. I mean, again, they'll capture you saying a couple of words. It's like, there's something jumped over the brown fox when you want to say all the letters or something.
Yeah.
It'll be something they can catch you saying that a computer can take. Hey, if you say this phrase, technically that will cover most sounds in the English language. The computer can build you from there.
Or they'll get your book on tape and you'll be able to
100%
automatically pull out the words and whatnot. Yeah, I could see it happening.
So as time goes on, it's going to be impossible, absolutely undetectable. The way photos kind of are, unless you have the raw data, almost undetectable when they're altered now.
Mm-hmm.
So how are they going to start knowing? Even videotaped evidence won't mean anything. Even videotaped confessions won't mean anything. So this is where the next level, when you started to get into people's fucking heads, is concerned.
Oh boy!
Once they learn how to capture thoughts, and they will learn it.
But we're a lot closer to this than we are to capturing thoughts.
Of course, but I'm saying that's how evidence. They will then be legally allowed to subpoena. Like, if there's a way that they can go in there and grab your thoughts, they will get a warrant and go in there and get your thoughts because they have to know if you committed this crime because the videotaped evidence is no longer reliable.
Are you hitting me with the plot to Minority Report right now?
Can they do that? I don't even remember.
Minority Report, they read your thoughts and they bust you for crimes before you commit them.
No, this is like to see if you actually did it. They're actually going in and getting.
I see.
But I've said that for a long time. They're going to be able to capture.
That's like that episode of Black Mirror when all your you have all your thoughts recorded on that little drive,
memory,
and you go to the airport, and the airport is allowed to check back the last week of all your thoughts that were recorded,
right, to see if you're doing anything wrong.
Check your shenanigans.
This is absolutely going to happen. They just don't know how to quite map the thoughts,
and it all starts with Snapchat filters.
Well, that will just be the way the videotaped evidence is no longer
nullified.
It's going to be nullified, just like, a lot of times written evidence is nullified.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary, man. How, but again, nothing is going to count. People say they're going to use it to fucking hurt people and get people in trouble. But once everybody knows it's fake and you can't rely on it, it's not going to do anything.
Right. So, although, they say that you can fake a text message and text still bust people.
They do if they're actually from the device.
I see, okay. Yeah, that makes sense because people can get a hold of your device and they can check it.
Even that, I don't know 100% if it's foolproof, but I know that it can't just be a picture of a text message. I don't think that's good enough.
So Facebook said that we're not gonna take down deep fakes. Like, we're not gonna do that. So this company who does deep fakes and is a part advertising company, part whatever, they put out a Mark Zuckerberg deep fake. And they put it on Instagram, and it looks perfect. You can tell in the voice that it's somebody doing an impression, but when you look at it, it looks amazing. They made it look like they put a news chyron on it and everything, so they made it look like a news broadcast.
CBSN they put.
Yeah. The technology has come a long way since Conan O'Brien was just superimposing his mouth over photos.
Yes, it has.
And this is the video that they put up to test to see if Zuckerberg would take this video off Instagram. This is a video. It
Imagine
looks like
this-
Zuckerberg is saying it.
For a second. One man with total control of billions of people's stolen data, all their secrets, their lives, their futures. I owe it all to Spectre. Spectre showed me that whoever controls the data controls the future. Imagine this for a second. One man.
That's it.
Well, we got it. Yeah. So
They're
it's
just showing you.
So it looked. I mean, obviously, it's a terrible Mark Zuckerberg impression.
Yeah.
Once you hear him talking, it's like, okay,
Yeah.
well, this is obviously fake. But they wanted to, and it's still up. You know, it's still on site. But yeah, once they get the voices figured out.
Yeah, video evidence will no longer be reliable or admissible. We got to go to Matt Eisman is calling in.
Our friend Matty Ice, the celebrity lip syncer, is on the phone with us.
Hey, Matt.
Matt Eisman, welcome,
Hey,
buddy.
Jimmy.
How you doing?
How you doing, Brand Muffins?
How you doing, man?
I wasn't sure why you guys called. I know there's a video going around that's
Yes.
a deep fake of me online, looking like someone that
I would go out with.
would like to get to know a little better.
Oh, you were going to say that.
So, Matt Eisman, I think tonight is the night, right? Tonight is the night the show actually airs.
Tonight is well, it's amazing. Tonight's the night, and I was kind of surprised because obviously there's part of when you do lip sync battle is you get to do 2 songs. And the second song you do full get up, and if people haven't seen, I am Cher, and it is not. Well, I'm turn back time Cher for all those Cher aficionados out there, and that's Cher in one-piece leotard,
leather jacket,
with leather jacket, fishnet stockings, and thigh-high boots. And they showed it. They released the clip online, and the best part was my parents were in the crowd.
Did you know they were there?
How proud could they be, Jimmy, to see their little boy, the former doctor, looking like Cher?
Did they know you were there? I'm sorry. Did you know they were there? Did you know they were there?
Yeah, So it's an interesting. The show works really quickly. I was surprised. They called on a Friday, and they're like, "We're inviting you, but it's Sunday." And my parents were coming out. It was actually Emmy weekend. It was last year, September. They were coming out for the Emmys. And so they were there, and I'm like, "You guys want to come to this taping?" I did not really prepare them for what was coming. And my mom loved it. My dad, well, you could see his reaction tonight. I think it was pride. It has to be
swelling with pride.
You know, yeah, swelling with something. I was swelling. You know that.
Sammy, damn.
I know. It's too much. It's too much for this hour.
Sammy Game Muffins.
Okay.
Jimmy Brand Muffins was swelling.
Fuck yeah. Wants to suck Cher's pecker.
There he is.
Okay. All right. Everybody, calm down for a moment. Now you know that they have faith in your performance because we've been. Have you seen the video, Jim?
No.
Oh my God!
I've seen a picture of I've seen what he.
You got to see the video because they put out a preview video specifically of you saying you got to tune in because Matt Eisman is wearing this Cher outfit, and you come out, and of course the Turn Back Time video is the big moment where Cher's in the leotard, she's wearing the leather jacket, she turns around, and the butt cheeks are on display.
Yeah,
and you have the exact same moment. And it's incredible, Jim. Why don't you take a look at this, and we'll tweet out this video.
You do sound like her, though.
It's a lip sync battle, Jim. There he is.
LL.
In the full, I mean, you are full like lingerie, stockings.
For those who weren't watching, I started out in like a preacher's cloak, so I'm fully hidden. You just see the face with the makeup, which is not an attractive face. It's very. I really felt like Buffalo Bill. Like, oh,
yeah.
Woman.
Wait a minute, Mrs. Littman.
It's good. It's good that you bring up Buffalo Bill because I have a question, and this was the look. I'm not gonna lie, Matt. You're a big guy, and when you're wearing something as small as what you're wearing on this lip sync battle, when you're dressed up as Cher, I said, okay, let me look down and see what Matt Eisman is working with. I went straight to look at the bulge, and I have to tell you, I don't see it's flat. And I want to know.
Did you tuck?
Did you tuck? Did you tuck back?
There was a little tuck going on. Skin tight flesh underwear that you really can't see. That was strapping it in place. And had I done the splits, I would never have children.
Did the network... Was your balls too offensive for the network to air? Did they say, no, Matt, you have to tuck that back. We can't.
It's really quite frightening. I have armadillos in my trousers. Women go running away. Literally, they didn't. I think there may have been high-level discussions about my balls. I'd like to think there were, but they did not bring it up to me. There was no talking of taming the sausage, any of that. They were just like, okay, you know what to do. I don't think it was the show's first go round.
Right. And you're sitting there going like, I gotta put out these American Ninja Warrior episodes after this. If I go on TV and I got my, dick and balls on display for everybody to see, it's gonna drastically affect that show. Let me tuck this sucker back.
Yeah, pop that little joker back into my shitter.
Is that the industry jargon?
Conversation to make my parents more proud.
What time is this on?
It's on Paramount Network. It's the former Spike Network. It's now called Paramount, and it's on. I think it's on at it's 7:00 out here, so I'm not sure if it's 7 there. If it's actually 10 p.m. out there. But if you look at your listings for Lip Sync Battle, this episode is the one you got to see. I'm going up against my co-host Akbar, and I will say it's an absolute blast of a show. Like, we showed up Sunday morning, not knowing what we're going to do. You kind of had an idea of the songs, and they're like, okay, here's your choreography, here's your costume, and about 2 hours later, you're shooting it on stage. So it's really gung-ho, and they're putting the makeup on as the crowd's out there. Because you do the first song I did, you shoot your first song. I'm not in the Cher makeup, so they had to switch in the middle of the show. The whole crew was working, getting me into my outfit, and then putting makeup on me. And again, there are points when I look at it, and I've lost like 25 pounds since then. I've been going to the gym and eating better. And I lost like 25 pounds, and I was looking at it going, my God, I am an enormous, ugly woman.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think, you're a good-looking man. That's enough. You can't, gender bending is not for you.
You have fine features. They could all see you as a woman. You'd look very beautiful.
Oh, I appreciate that, but I can't pull off being a man, so...
Good point.
We all have our strengths. So the show's on tonight at 10 p.m. You'll get to see Matt Iseman. You get to see all the junk tucked back, and you'll get to see him in a leotard. Your family's there and everything. By the way, I met Akbar. I don't know if I told you. I met him at WrestleMania this year.
Oh yeah, he's not on your level, Sammy, but he loves WWE. If you listen to the show when he's brought, like, half the time, he's just going, "Oh, King, he took one right in the kisser." He's just doing wrestling things on Ninja Warrior.
That's amazing. I can't wait. And I want to tell you too, Matt. Last week we were talking about the morning mashup, and we were teasing them, but I think it was based on our jealousy.
It was good-natured ribbing.
Stan physically assaulted me in an elevator.
And he poked me.
Stanley T physically assaulted me in an elevator because he didn't appreciate that we were taking the piss out of their big Ellen stunt that they did, because it was indeed a stunt.
Why would he not have a sense of humor? You guys coming after him?
Yeah, I don't know. We like him very much, but we
doesn't he know about radio wars?
I don't know if this is a full-on war.
Stanley's more of a handle things with his fist guy.
That's what he does. But the reason I bring this up is because the morning mashup got a special phone call from Ellen.
That's right.
And it was like this big deal for them, and they got all this press, and Jim and I were making fun of it, but then we also said that's because we don't have celebrities that are special secret fans of our show. And then we realized the morning mashup has Ellen. We have Matt Iseman.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I wish I were more famous.
Well, look, you're on NBC. That's a big deal. Plus, Ellen pretends to be a morning mashup fan. Like, very seldom do you get a guy who's hosting a primetime show on NBC come in, hang out with Bobo and his mom, and do Chip impressions on the air.
Yeah, that is true.
It was pretty much a home run,
Fuck yeah.
Matt, I appreciate the phone call, and I hope everybody watches you dressed up as Cher tonight.
I appreciate it. Ninja Warriors back on Monday nights on NBC. You guys are awesome. Keep
Fantastic.
it up, you professional broadcasters.
Yeah, good talking to you.
Chippa.
Fuck yeah.
Tell your mother I said hello.
My mother's a nice lady. She thought your Cher was marvelous.
So did Lamar.
Hey, that's rude. Hang up on him. All right, buddy. Thanks.
All right, boys. Have a good one.
See you later.
God damn it.
I love that whenever you get Chip started, Matt can't help but
Can't help it.
get himself on board with the whole deal.
Cannot help himself.
Oh, it's
can't.
so great. Wow. Gee, real quick before we go.
Girl wants to see a picture of my dick. I can't do it.
Send it.
I don't know her. You never know if it's actually the person.
Have her send you a picture holding up the peace sign.
Okay, the last time that happened, it was an Asian guy with a Snapchat filter.
Look at that.
Oh, that's nice.
That's a fat hiney.
Yes.
She sent me a picture of her hiney. It's fat.
Love
In a good way. Juicy.
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought, I mean, based on your tone of your voice, I didn't think it was in a bad way. It's so fat. Ugh. Look at this fat butt she sent me. Yuck. Yeah, Brandon Steiner got his
I heard his company sold.
company sold out from under him.
Yeah.
Did you hear he didn't know what was happening?
He did not.
Yeah, Brandon Steiner. You remember him. He was on our show, and he told exclusively here the great story of Mariano Rivera and his cardboard baseball
Awesome
gloves.
story.
Awesome story. Exclusively here.
Yep.
Yeah, apparently his company's called Steiner Sports. He sells Yankee dirt and autographs.
Yep.
And they went and they sold his company, and nobody even told him. He found out like the night before, hey, just so you know, company's getting sold.
He didn't own it?
Not even.
After the sell?
Yeah, he found out while he was at a baseball game. He left his office. He went to a ball game. He found out the company was sold. He goes back to the warehouse, and they wouldn't let him in.
He couldn't even get his dirt?
Nope.
Shit.
So all the intellectual property, all the merchandise,
all the IP, all
Wait
the
a
P.
minute. Didn't he have any say in that? How the fuck is it his company?
No, well, he sold the company. He sold Steiner Sports like in the early 2000s, or maybe it was 2011.
With the understanding that he'd remain on the board.
Well, he was. I mean,
Right.
he was the face of the company. He was the head of the company, but he didn't own the company.
Right. But he was probably still making a lot of money from it.
Yeah, and they were in talks to sell. He was in talks to sell it to, I think, Legends.
Right. But he
And-
probably wanted to get some of his dirt out before he sold it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's Yankee dirt.
Yeah, he's only got so many pickle jars full of it.
Yeah, you can't just fake that by putting no regular dirt in there.
No, what are you going to go to the beach, grab some sand, and throw it on a plaque? You know, you can't do that. You're not going to get a certificate of authenticity with that.
No.
No.
Especially when you're the one making the certificates.
Of course. Yeah, you're going to print one of those out for some dirt you found on the side of the highway.
No, it's authentic. I said so.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's a certificate.
I got it out of this jar straight from Yankee Stadium.
Wow.
So then they ended up selling it to his competitor, which he did not know about and did not like.
No, he didn't.
But then he goes back to the warehouse and they wouldn't let him in.
Yeah.
But so that what happened was there was a 25 million he sold it for in 2000.
Yeah.
And then he stayed on, and now they just got less than 10 million.
Yeah.
I guess autographs have devalued, right?
It's a bigger market. You know, he's not the only game in town.
Right. Right. People figured
But I
out.
don't think any of his exclusive deals were part of the sale. So I think they just bought like
the IP and the P.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of P.
A lot of P. Can't get in CSP anymore.
Nope.
He tried to get in there. He was like, I got some baseball bats in there.
Oh, wow. Can you go up a little
No
more?
can do. No can do, buddy. They're not for you. Why? I'm
Otherwise,
stamping
too.
autographs on these baseballs. Nope.
Wow.
Can't have those either.
Are those just stamps?
Oh, he sells real autographs, but I'm sure you can get some stamps too. You know, you're not trying to break the bank. Father's Day, $30 item. I got a baseball that's signed. I got it at Yankee Stadium, and it's signed by the entire. I probably got it at that Jim Abbott no-hitter when my dad wouldn't buy me the cool hat. I got a baseball that's signed by the entire team. Might have been before that because Don Mattingly is on it.
Oh, I remember those.
That whole team, they all signed the ball.
I remember those balls.
What do you mean you remember those balls?
You know, the ones that are mass produced that are just stamped.
It was like I think it was $18 for you could you could go to Yankee Stadium, you go to the gift shop, $18 you get a ball signed by the whole team. It's great, right? That's
cool.
Really good value.
Stamped.
It's before the.
Some of them are stamped. I think some of the autographs might be stamped. I think some of it's what you say as a kid, but I think some of them might be real. Like you'd look at it and you'd go like, yeah, I mean you could tell some of them are stamped, but I think like this one might be real.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I think they just stamp a couple of them. But I think Mattingly signs them for real.
I have a Babe Ruth ball.
Yeah, my dad
signed in green Sharpie.
My dad has a baseball signed by some lady. But
Some lady who?
Baby something or other. But I let my team
Who? Baby who? Lindbergh?
Making a joke about the Lindbergh baby?
Yes, indeed I am. I don't care. I'm proud of myself.
No, I let my neighborhood that I was playing with play with it. And unfortunately, leave it to the Rocket. He hit a home run. And the fucking beast in the yard across the sandlot gets it.
You got to get that ball back.
That's what we're doing right after the show. I'm going to spend the weekend trying to get it in, break into James Earl Jones' houses, kick the shit out of him.
Yeah.
If I can't get my ball back, I'm going to get a ball signed by everybody.
My dog has the ball. You will not get it.
That might be my favorite thing you ever done.
Oh, my God.
Told you not to play ball.
I think that made up for all the construction. I'm crying laughing. My dog has. He just did James Earl Jones the whole time.
That's right.
Like he was doing voiceover.
Yeah, you will not get it back.
He did his CNN voice the whole time.
Yeah.
This is now my ball.
Yeah, go away. Buy another one.
That ball belongs to my dog now.
You've lost it. Will not be returned. Yeah, I do a great James Earl Jones. I won 3 contests when I was a kid.
Oh, I mean, you deserve all the accolades and awards you received for that. Way to go. All right.
That was, in exactly 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Tickets are on sale. Go to hahaha.com. And my July 27th tickets. And here's the promo for the pre-sale. JFL MTL. Just for last Montreal. JFL MTL for July the 27th.
On sale in 90 seconds.
On sale. Go quickly and purchase tickets before they're all gone.
Add another impression on the list.
My dog.
Yes, my dog has your ball. Yes. You will not get it back. Yeah, so if you want to see me, we're going to be up there broadcasting. It's going to be a fun week.
It's going to be a really fun week. Are you going to do James Earl Jones on stage?
I'm going to do the entire radio show up there.
James Earl Jones in the Sandlot only?
Yeah. Welcome to Montreal.
I believe you're in the same venue as last year.
Yeah, probably. It was a great gig.
I have a baseball signed by the whole team.
Yes, the entire team signed it. I've watched them do it. It was not stamped. Oh.
Can I have that ball?
No, my dog has your ball and you'll not get it.
Oh.
Wait, the fourth got it.
No, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it. It's the hardest I've laughed. And,
the fourth got it.
I actually found this show funny for a second. Amazing. Amazing. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
We'll see you on Monday.
Yeah.
We'll be back with more Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
In the sleepy town of Centerville, something horrifying is coming. We're thinking it's zombies, the undead, ghouls. The hungry hordes of zombies rise from their graves and descend on this small town looking for things they love the best in life, like the essentials, Chardonnay and Wi-Fi. The Dead Don't Die director Jim Jarmusch's freakishly funny, star-studded zombie comedy starring Adam Driver, Bill Murray, and Chloe Sevigny. Small town cops trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. As the undead attack, they lead a killer cast, including Tilda Swinton, Steve Buscemi, and Selena Gomez as the road-tripping out-of-towner who stumbles upon this wild zombie apocalypse. Now, tomorrow, The Dead Don't Die brings the zombie movie back from the dead. Critics rave it's a laugh-out-loud, off-the-rails comedy with a cast that slays. Don't miss the terrifyingly hilarious movie that asks, could the road to survival be a dead end? The Dead Don't Die in theaters.